fuck you doing?
Remember that name? Good pizza with 3 Z's, baby. 3 Z's.
What's up, Famiglia? Thanks for tuning back in. It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. This week we got a very special guest for you. He's straight out of the Bay Area, folks. He's a producer, artist, and is mostly known for his work with Nipsey Hussle, The Game, Wiz Khalifa, Berner, Conway the Machine, and many more. He's also the co-owner of the cannabis brand Dubz Garden and La Caz. He's a proud father and husband, and his name is super good in the streets. People have the nicest thing to say about him, and he was highly recommended to come on the show, and I'm happy to call him a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my cugino, Cozmo. See y'all on the show. So yeah, Cos, thanks for coming through, brother.
Of course, my brother.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me,
Cugino.
man. Appreciate it.
I'm thankful you was able to come through, man.
It's a blessing, Cugino. Appreciate it,
yeah,
brother.
Man. Yeah,
yes,
no doubt, man. Lots to talk about, bro.
Absolutely.
So before we dive into your epic music career, the cannabis biz, let's take it back to the story behind the story, man. What was young Cos like, man? What was the come up like, brother?
Young Cos was a wild kid, dude.
Wild boy?
Yeah.
He was outside?
Trouble.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Let's take it back to
I don't know what it was, man. I think I was just, even from like kindergarten, bro, all the way up, you know what I mean? I think it was like the heavy ADD shit or, whatever it's called or whatever they thought kids had back in the 80s, you know what I mean? But I was just like super high strung and maybe wasn't getting the full attention I wanted, so I was acting up in school and just class clown, class fuck up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy.
Kid you could dare me to do anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was go jump off that fucking cliff and I would have did it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it took me a while to realize humility and, you know what I'm saying, and peacefulness and karma and to digest all those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it, bro. You ever jump off any train tracks or anything like that?
Nah, but back in the days when we were breakdancing, there was a thing called the suicide, right? Where you would just flip and land on your back. Ooh. It was called the suicide. So off like structures, my brother used to be like, yo, Kaz, do it. He'd have his older friends be like, Kaz, do it. And I would flip and land on my back like on the gravel. Like boom. Like
how'd that feel?
Then I mean,
not bad. We're indestructible as kids, man.
Not so bad, but like I was that kid you could kind of get to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
What was the home life like, bro? You had
oh man,
parents cool and
beautiful hippie, super hippie parents. Pops was a musician, mom stay home mother. You know what I mean? 80s in Frisco, it was a lot going on, and it was humbling times at that time. Like it wasn't a ton of money in the house, and just trying to make it. Pops was playing gigs,
Sure.
I remember just waiting for weeks to just get a moment with him because he'd be gone, ripping and running, partying, living the life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but there was always love in the house. A big love. Dysfunctional for sure, but like the love outweighed the
others,
the dysfunction.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
It's big hippies. Weed was definitely being smoked early on in the crib. By the time I was like junior high or whatever, like I literally remember my mom like walking me through math problems with weed, like, well, if you had an eighth and you had 4 of them, then you had half an ounce, what would that be? Like, like giving me math problems with like fucking weed, bro.
Yo, that's legend, bro. Shout out to moms, man.
Yeah, moms is a nut.
Time out, were you hustling by then? So you understood the breakdowns? Like
7th, 8th grade, I started selling weed.
Okay,
and getting into shit.
Can relate.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Damn, that's cool, bro.
I mean, you're not like a master hustler at that point, but I had a couple homies that passed me some.
You cutting your teeth.
You just figuring it out,
Yeah, bro.
And then I remember like kids would come over and they'd smell the weed in my house. And they'd be like, yo, what the fuck is that smell? And I'd be like, man, that's my mom. She's cooking some crazy Italian food. Like, and then my one boy, Ivan, I remember he was like, nah, bro. Because I was still in denial. I'm like, damn, my parents smoking weed. Are they bad people, you know?
Yeah.
And my boy Ivan was like, nah, cuz, that's weed, bro. My stepdad smokes too. I know exactly what that is. And I was like, all right, well, I found a friend whose parents on the same shit.
Yeah.
And he happened to be from the city too. We were living in Marin at the time. So I was like, all right, I'm not alone out here. Because when we moved out there, it was like my parents were like the Beverly Hillbillies. Like I remember pulling up on the block in this old station wagon and people looking at us like fucking zombie, like they just saw a ghost or an alien or some shit. Yeah, it was crazy. So that was funny, man. But yeah, my family was kind of like,
I can relate, bro.
Outcasted a little bit.
I can relate.
Took a minute for people
to acclimate.
Well, people start moving from other places, and before you know it, like I would always gravitate to people that weren't from out there. Like, oh, you're from here? Oh, me too. You know, or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For
sure.
And then little by little, I started meeting people whose family had similarities and shit. You know.
How old were you at this time?
That was like that was like late elementary school. You know, like fifth grade or something like that.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. But in the city, you know, you grow up quick, man. So I credit the city for making me who I am, because at that point, like you're in the 80s where hip hop is like such a big thing. And at that time, man, I just wanted to be fucking a part of I wanted to be a rapper. Like I wanted to be in hip hop or graffiti or just a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt.
So, I feel like the city, like by the time I left the city, like I was already who I was, you know. And then I had an older brother who had a lot of influence over me, who was like, you know, super into the music scene and just Michael Jackson and that whole area, the jacket, the glove, Pumas with the fat laces, the Diodors.
Oh, he was
the
lit.
Lecoq
The Diodors?
Sportif,
They don't know
all
about
that
the
shit.
Diodors, Cucci.
Yeah, the Lecoq Sportif. We was on all that, and so like
that's fire,
I remember
bro.
like my parents were hippies, so they didn't believe in like going and spending $60 on some shoes in the 80s or whatever the fuck it was. You know, we had Tough Skins, and I don't know if you remember Tough Skins and Pro Wings. Those were like
Pro Wings, yeah.
Yeah, Tough Skins were like the jeans with the built-in patches on the knees and shit. That,
we
all
didn't
the
do
fucked
those.
up kids would wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, my parents they weren't hip like to where, oh yeah, you want the new Adidas coat? Let's go get it for you. It was like, so when my brother would get some shit, I remember wearing his Pumas to school. They were like 5 sizes too big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like,
you was still lit.
I'm rocking the Pumas, man. In the 80s, that was big, you know?
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah, so
he put you on a lot of hip hop? He put you on a lot of shit?
Yeah, early, bro. Like,
how old's bro? How much older?
My brother's 5 years older than me.
Oh yeah, so he definitely put you on.
Yeah, bro. Like, so basically, like I said, the city kind of had already made me who I was.
Yeah.
If I never lived in the city for those years, I'd be a whole different kid. I think the whole duration of my life would have changed. You know what I mean?
I'm a big believer we're products of our environment, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yo, the city now. For all you East Coasters that don't know what we're talking about San Francisco.
San Francisco.
If you from this part of, you know what I mean, you NorCal, the city is San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
Where I'm from, the city's New York. But if you're from South Jersey, these weirdos say fucking the city's Philly. It just makes no fucking sense. Shout out to Philly, but you know, it's only one city around my way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
but,
Frisco's the city.
Frisco's the city. Yeah. But yeah, they produce a lot of talent, ill individuals. Like I get along with a lot of cats from San Francisco, man. Like I feel like they're on my vibe, bro.
It's a super diverse place, man.
Yeah.
And it's a melting pot. You got so many different walks of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
people grow up pretty quick out there. I mean, you know, like, you know, today's generation versus then, like we were out at like, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old. You're on the bus. You're taking the bus.
That's
you're
wild, bro.
Taking your bike. You're all over the city at that age. Like, I remember being down at Embarcadero on a skateboard, being gone all day, and coming home. Parents didn't really have to worry about you. You know, you was just. Now it's like my son can't get up and go to fucking a block by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're tripping out. We're like, whoa, where you going, buddy?
Bro, like. In my age, we was all over the place at this age. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact, bro. We were latchkey kids, man.
Yeah, we were wild children, man, for sure.
We was outside, bro. There was no distractions. Everything was new. video games, fucking everything, bro. Fucking
on,
Blockbuster,
Atari.
fucking Atari.
I remember we had to go rent the VHS and the Beta. You know?
Yeah.
People don't even know what Beta is.
Beta was right before my time. Like, I don't really have any memory of it. I was born in '83, so it's kind of right before my time, but I remember hearing about Beta.
If you owned a VCR in the 80s, dog, you was rich.
You was lit. You was lit.
You was rich. Because, like, you know, when I had a birthday party, and back then, karate and the kung fu movies and the ninja shit, we was big on all that,
Everybody want to be a ninja.
Bro, I wanted to be a ninja.
I
I
had
remember
mad
my
swords.
mom bought me the white fucking fit,
lit,
the
bro.
stars,
Let's go.
everything.
The Chinese stars, the little throwing stars.
Yeah. So
bro.
I remember we'd have a birthday party and kids want to come. We rent hella ninja movies and shit, but we'd have to go rent the player, you know?
Yeah.
You had to rent the VHS. And you had to rent the Beta or whatever the fuck it was, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, you know how you know you was really balling? If you had the rewinder. It was like a separate fucking machine.
Shit.
Where you just take it out, throw your shit in, just hold on, I got you.
Oh yeah, because when you used to go when you used to go return the the movies, they'd always say, "Please be kind, rewind."
Please be kind, rewind.
Yeah,
Blockbuster, son. Damn, we're showing our age, y'all. We're showing, definitely showing. We OGs,
man.
bro.
These young kids are like, what are they talking about?
These youngsters could never. Yeah, bro.
When they got rid of Blockbuster, man, you knew the world was changing, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, facts. That was fucked up. Big part of the childhood. So, boom. We're in. Tell me about Marin, bro, because only reference I know there's Pac lived there for a while, right?
Yeah. Pac moved to the projects out there. So Marin's a nice place,
there's
man.
Some out there. Got it.
It's a lot of money out there. It's a lot of nice shit that when we were kids we didn't really take advantage of.
Yeah.
Because when you're in a place like that where there's not a lot of action going on, you want to go to the action.
Oh, that's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? So instead of enjoying this beautiful scenery and all this nice shit it had to offer, we was figuring out a way to go to the not nice so places and find our way to the cities or over to Oakland or doing anything just to get out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's definitely a beautiful place, man. I got in a lot of trouble out there as a kid, you know, and I didn't get to really reap the benefits of living in a place like that and like the people I was around. I didn't realize, like, it's not like now where you're like, yo, you're networking, you want to meet successful people that are doing shit and you want to build your Rolodex. Then it was like,
nobody was kicking that.
No, it was cool to be a fuck up. So that's what we
cool
did.
To be a thug.
It was cool to fuck up. So that's what we really did. We turned Marin out. You know what I'm saying? My circle of friends.
Oh, that was you guys, huh?
My circle of friends broke like records, like history. We're in the history books out there. Like they'll never see another generation like us. You know what I mean? But definitely got some beautiful shit to offer. Where I was living was over in Fairfax, which is this cool little hippie town. You know, so I got laced to a lot of things like weed and acid and hash. They had everything.
Oh, no
I
shit.
remember having opium and fucking, it was like the sticky shit.
Yeah,
it was like
I remember
a
that too.
hashy kind of
It looked like hash,
opium, you know,
hash.
acid, mescaline. It's like kids 7th and 8th grade are doing acid out there. So it was different from the city where people's parents were a little more strict on them in the inner city. You get out to the burbs and these kids are smoking and doing acid 6th, 7th grade and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a difference. But I say I was blessed because the shit we were doing anywhere else probably could have got us in a lot worse situations.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was lucky I was out there fucking around and not somewhere else. You know
no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I feel like my town got into shit really early too, bro. I did acid the first time when I was 12. Like, I had no business doing that. Yeah,
see, me too. I had a bad trip. But I was in like 14. I was like 14. I had a horrible...
First one was bad trip?
Horrible. I only did it like twice after. I'll never do shrooms, acid, anything that makes me hallucinate.
Shit, man.
Nah, I'm not fucking with it.
Yo, my mom's a hippie too, you know what I'm saying? And she told me, like, yo, if you ever have a bad trip, don't do it again because it's going to happen again. So in my mind, like, I was good until it happened. And then I just never.
When I
tried it again, it wasn't.
When I came home, I was frying. My mom instantly knew. She turns on the light. She lifts up my eyeballs, and she's like, "Oh my God, Kazi, are you on acid?" And I'm like, "Leave me the fuck alone."
Oh
I
God, you got busted.
No, I ain't busted.
She sounded cool,
I don't
though.
get busted.
Okay,
you know,
cool.
My parents, I didn't get busted for anything.
Okay.
Like, I got caught with acid in 7th grade in 91, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was outside the house the same day.
Okay, cool.
Fucking around. Like, they wanted me to stay in the house.
Sure.
But I was bad. Go out the back door.
Pew.
Yeah, parents had no control over me at that time, you know?
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, man, the acid shit, I can't do it, bro.
Look, bro, it's too fucking long. I got 12 hours to be tripping out,
I think that shit still, like, plays a role in some of my weirdness to this day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Hell yeah.
it's not for everybody, bro. I think I just got away with it because I was hella young-minded. My life was pretty good at the time, you know.
I know homies that loved it, that did it a million times.
I was with the right people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had fun with it.
I did it again, like, one time after that, like a light dose, and we was up in the hills, and it was a little cooler, but I wasn't seeing shit. I didn't take enough to, like, see shit.
Yeah.
Cause, yo, they tell you, like, oh, the walls start breathing, and, yo, they really do.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because when I was laying down frying, I'm shaking in the fucking blanket. I'm waiting for that shit to go away, and the walls are literally...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Facts, bro.
It's crazy.
I remember I did a gel tab one night on a school night. I was in like 10th grade, 9th grade. And, you know, I went to go see the movie Ants. Remember the movie Ants? It was like an animation movie. It was a cartoon movie. It was fucking kids.
I don't remember that.
Well, look, I understand fully the ant colonies and how they work and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go home and, like, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, yo, let's drink some orange juice. You'll trip out more. So I smack a glass of orange juice, kiss my mom goodnight. Now I got to be quiet for like 3 hours, let her go to sleep so I can sneak back out with the homies and trip out more. Like, continue the trip. And the same shit, bro. I had a wall. I write graffiti. I have a wall in front of my bed. It's all graffiti, bro. That shit
we was
just
big
dripping,
on graffiti,
bro.
too.
Just dripping. I'm like, oh, my God, I can't fucking take this, bro. I wound up making a picture just to keep myself fucking normal.
You know what's funny is my homie with me. I had a homie with me, and he was in my room with me while I'm fucking shaking in the. He's sitting here tagging and scribbling on paper, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, I'm about to turn off the lights. Like, either you go to sleep or leave."
Yeah.
So he leaves. He ends up throwing up down the street, having a bad trip. I fucked his trip up too. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a hella bad trip.
Oh, you sent him on his way.
Yeah, I fucked him up, man.
Damn, cuz. Yeah. Hey, man, it happens, bro. We were young. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Nah.
You know? What's up, Famiglia? Yo, check this out. I got to take a second to shout out my sponsor, the Gotti brand. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Here's where you can find the fire in California. The Gotti brand can be purchased at Cookies Maywood, Cookies Woodland Hills, Cookies Sacramento, Lemonade Sacramento, Lemonade South Sac, Main Stage Sac and Davis, Zen Garden Wellness down in SoCal. You can get a Lemonade Van Nuys. So thanks again. See y'all back on the show. So so when do you start to get into the hip hop scene, bro? Like, when do you start rapping first? You start producing first, making beats? Like, where did it all start?
That's a good question. So, I mean, I was always really doing both.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But, like, you know, high school, so my dad's a keyboard player, musician, singer, writer, super soulful dude, you know? And so the second he saw I had the slightest interest in music, he started bringing machines home, 4-tracks, tape players, keyboards, synthesizers. He started really supporting the passion, you know?
No doubt.
And at that time, like, I could rap, but I couldn't rap on beat, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like, I couldn't catch the beat. I write some cool shit. We had a couple little groups with some friends, and I could never catch the beat. So how I really figured out that if I was gonna be good or not is I had these, like, you know, local rap tapes from say like a JT the Bigger Figure tape or something back then, and I'd wait until the end to where the beat would just play by itself for a second for, like, you know, 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'd freestyle over that part, just to hear if my voice sounded good over the beat, you know? Because I'd be like, all right, if my voice sounds good, I got a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's the first step. So I would do it, freestyle, just random shit. Just
no doubt.
Not write nothing. And then I play it back. And I'd be like, oh, shit. My voice kind of sounds halfway cool over this shit. So then I start freestyling. Because I was like, I can't catch the beat. So once I start freestyling, when I wrote, I couldn't catch the beat.
You couldn't catch it. Your freestyles, you could. Got you.
When I start freestyling, I was able to find the beat. And that's when the two kind of came together. And it just took work. I mean, you do a lot of whack shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of whack shit. But man, what it was I was such a you know, gumbo pot of like the grimiest West Coast Bay Area gangster shit to like my uncle, my dad's brother who lived in New York at the time would come out and visit and he'd take me to buy, you know, we go to the warehouse back then and get tapes, you know, and I remember he'd buy me like 6 tapes. Every time he came to see me, he'd buy me like 5 or 6 tapes.
Bro.
So he'd get me like Rakim, he'd get me Kid and Play, he'd get me De La Soul, Rob Bass, DJ Easy Rock, Schoolie D,
so
whatever the fuck it was. Got you. I'm in love with the grimiest of the grimy local Bay Area shit. Yeah. But I also had this love for the New York,
the boom bap
shit, the more intellectual, thoughtful shit that was using bigger words and shit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, man, like that, you know, I just start falling. I mean, I was already in love with the shit since really, bro, since 5 to now, my life has just been subdued with rap music. Like even as a kid, you know, even though my mom, she had listened to some kind of like she'd come pick me up from school. She have a joint in the car picking me up from school, listening to country music and shit. She had this old school Barracuda. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, I know
the
Barracuda.
Weird window on the back.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, she had this whole beat up Barracuda. I used to tell her, pick me up down the street, Mom.
One of those
Don't pull up
in
the front of the
Don't
school.
do me like
pick
that,
me
Mom.
up. I'll meet you down the block. Right?
Yeah.
She'd be listening to her country shit, smoking weed. Pops would be on his blues and like rock and roll and shit. But I missed out on like a lot of stuff of like other genres of music because I was just so one-track mind on rap. You know what I mean? That I'm not like the kid that knew all these other songs. Like, you know, my sister, she played like the Bon Jovi and the U2 and shit like that. So I catch little glimpses of that shit, but like it was just always rap music for me. And so, you know, by the time I was you know, maybe 15, 16, I really start making beats and writing shit. And the kids were like fucking with it. I play for the homie. The homies would come over and record. I bring the tapes to school or pass it around to the homies and let them hear the shit. And I say, you know, 17, 18 is when I really, people started like, other rappers like local dudes that I looked up to start coming by the crib and listening to my shit and fucking with me. And and there was a group at the time, 5150, that they came up with Pac over in the jungle, Marin City. So it was the projects out there in Marin. You know, it was like a second home to me when I was a kid. They just embraced me and showed a lot of love. Yeah, man. So the dude Tack, who was like the head of the group, my buddy Coot had bumped into him, and somehow he heard about me, brought him by my house, and the rest was history. Dude just took me under his wing.
Damn, bro.
He was already solidified and respected, so he's bringing me out to Frisco, to 3rd Street, to, you know, to studios and SAC and just all over the place and really putting a stamp on me. And when he didn't have to.
My boy's nice type shit.
Yeah, when he didn't really have to, you know, and a lot of the rappers weren't really fucking with my beats at the time. We was getting beats from other people. But I was always still making my shit at home. Whipping. You know, so some of my rapper homies, they that's why a lot of people only knew me for one or the other. They'd be like, oh, they know you for your rap shit, but I didn't know you made beats. Or they'd be like, oh, I knew you made beats, so I didn't know you rap.
Yeah.
So it took a while for a lot of people. So a lot of people still don't know, you know?
Yeah.
But it was at that time where I started getting introduced to some of my idols, and like the San Quins and the JTs and the Killer Tays and Sebos and these dudes that I was just a kid, you know, listening to, and, you know, never thinking I'd be rapping with them or riding around with them for that matter, or they'd be, you know, embracing me like that.
Fire,
you know,
bro.
So little by little, you know, I just start getting on the scene and sneaking my way on little shit. And I just remember, like, just being ready, like, you know, just having that hunger, like, and dudes would, yo, Kyle, spit something. And I would, you know.
You was ready.
I was ready.
You had your writtens ready? Was you still nice freestyling?
Yeah.
Like off the top?
Yeah, off the top.
No doubt,
Stupid nice.
Hell yeah.
Stupid nice. Like real freestyles, not
yeah,
like.
Yeah.
See, people always got confused because Cause a freestyle in California was off the head.
Yeah, same.
But in New York, when the mixtape circuit came out,
that shit's bullshit.
and they be like, "Oh, this is a freestyle."
Yeah,
All it
nah.
meant was an unreleased record.
Yeah, on a different beat. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
or whatever.
yeah.
Like, you know, so people would get confused. Like, yo, why does this say freestyle? Like,
So check this out. In the street in Jersey and New York, like the freestyle's off the top.
Off the top.
Like in a cypher, we'll
yeah,
call you out.
No, of course.
Be like, yo, chill, bro. Chill with them writtens, bro. We out here
Yeah.
spitting. You know what I'm saying? We'll call you out. Because we all know your shit. We heard you say that before, bro. We heard your
Yeah.
shit fucking 20 times. We're going to try and hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
bro.
Facts. So
Yeah.
I made a name for myself, man, and I just stuck with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro.
A lot of my homies who was doing it, they, you know, life catches up with them. Not everybody has the privilege to just pursue it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of times where I wasn't like pursuing the rap side of shit, and I was just doing the beats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I always had this theory that I can't just go up. Cause I wanted to get in the game, bro. I didn't want to just be local. I wanted to get to New York and fuck with the Jay-Z's and the Dipsets and the people I was really looking up to.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or just, you know, I was super grateful to be in the circle I was in the Bay, but I knew like the business in the Bay was different from the business everywhere else where people were signed to real labels.
Yeah.
The Bay is an independent game.
Oh, is that right?
The Bay's independent.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's paying shit out the pocket. You know, work for hire, no royalties, no publishing. Here's $200. Beat it if you're lucky.
Damn.
So for me, if like I'm like, yo, if I want to pursue a career in this shit and feed my fam with this shit, I got to get my music to bigger artists and artists that got machines behind them.
Yeah.
The machine meaning the label. So if you get a record to Eminem and he's on Interscope, and Eminem tries to fuck you, you hold the machine accountable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You get your lawyer and they get in touch with somebody at the label, but you're going to get paid. And the check and the royalties and the publishing, that shit's going to count as opposed to you just kind of getting your name out there doing free shit. So I start realizing that I got to get my shit to people outside the Bay. And as being a young, you know, white rapper, like that might not be the easiest way to get myself out there.
Yeah.
So let me fuck with these beats.
Smart
You know
move,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Cause
this
the
is
beats,
pre-Eminem? Pre-Eminem?
Oh, hell yeah. This is Dipset,
yeah.
G-Unit.
Dipset, G-Unit era?
Yeah, Dipset, G-Unit, early 2000s.
Early 2000, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I start shopping my beats and getting them outside because I realized, look, I could walk up. If I see, just say, a Jim Jones walking through Vegas, I could approach him and be like, yo, I want to get you some beats. But if I approach him and be like, yo, let me spit you a 16, I look like a fucking cornball. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, how can what's my approach to the industry where I'm not going to look like a cornball and where people will take me serious?
You adding
the
value.
Beats. So my theory was always, look, get on with the beats, get in the door, and then one day you could shock them with your bars because they're not going to be expecting it. They're going to look at you and be like, this guy, you know, you don't rap like that. You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
the element of surprise was always my theory because I always feel like when something catches you off guard, it has more of an impact. Like as opposed to if I'm like, yo, Jay, I'm the fucking dopest rapper since Jay-Z. And you hear my shit and I might be good, but if it's not doper than Jay, you're going to be like, that shit's whack. But if you're like around me for 2 months and you don't even know I rap and you hear me and I'm not better than Jay, but I'm still good, it's going to catch you off guard. And you're going to be like, yo, bro, you're fucking nice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't expecting it.
Exactly.
So that was kind of always a theory of mine was to like, yo, the element of surprise. You know, it's like getting the diamond ring in a big box. You know, shit, you didn't know that little diamond was in that big ass box.
You ain't know I was nice, did you?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. Yo, people fuck with you, bro. I remember before, I was learning about you and kind of learning all the people out here and like, whether it be in the weed shit, the music shit. I heard you, I found you through Berner. You know what I mean? Through my,
shout out to Berner.
Listen to him. Shout out to Berner for sure.
Sir.
I found Berner when he did. I was still on the East Coast when he dropped Urban Farmer, and I was like, "Yo, this that pack." Cause I'm doing the pack shit.
I did that whole album pretty much.
Oh, bro,
yeah,
big ups, bro.
Yeah.
And I later found out that I know a lot more of your beats than I thought I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about that, but I ain't gonna get there yet.
That's all good.
But I remember hearing some kids say, like, you were doing a drop or something, some weed drop, and you were doing a pop-up somewhere. I remember that one of my custies was like, yo, Cozmo gonna be out here, yo, son. He was listening to your shit when he's coming to pick up the work or whatever, and he was like, yo, it's one of my favorite rappers, dog, Cozmo. I'm like, oh, word, okay, cool. And then I started tapping in your catalog. I was like, yeah, son is nice, bro, and his beats are fucking crazy.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. So people fuck with you on the rap shit, just outside the weed shit.
Nah, it's a blessing, bro, you know, and like I said, man, I'm just a gumbo pot of all this shit I grew up listening to, you know what I mean? Man. And I studied it, man, like the Nas's and the J's and the Biggies to, like I said, the dudes over here, the JTs and the Sebos and the Killer San Quinn, who's one of my favorite, Yuck Mouth. I still borrow a lot of inspiration from to this day, these guys, you know. Yeah, my top five is crazy because
let's hear your top five. I'm curious.
So my top five would be Pac, Nas. I had to go with Pac, Nas. I go with like I'm gonna go with San Quinn. I'm gonna go with Yuck Mouth, and I'm gonna go with Common, which is a random top five.
That's a dope top five though.
But you know, like people sleep on Common, man. Common's so fucking dope.
Nah, not us. He's ill.
So nice.
When he came at Cannabis and Ice Cube, bro, those tracks are fucking.
Nah, he bodied that shit.
Crazy.
Killed him. But like his humbleness, man, and his sincerity in his shit, you know, you could tell he's like got an honest spirit.
Yeah.
So like I try to like, you know, we talk a lot of street shit, but I try to be honest with my shit too. Yeah. So like there's those bars that hit different when like everyone could relate to it. Like, you know, if I say something where I was like, oh, I was rapping about having pounds, but I really didn't at that time. Like those are the lines that people relate to because everybody's done that. Like, yo, I was rapping about millions at the time when I didn't have thousands. Yeah. You know, so when you hit with a line like that where you're showing your vulnerability and like you're admitting you lied at one point and people like, oh, this is real shit. So I try to just you know, be honest but still keep it exciting. You know, you don't want to bore people and shit too with your shit. No doubt. But
let me ask you this, bro. Give me your your favorite East Coast rappers you came up on. I'm very curious to hear who was in your tape deck.
Well, you had Nas, I mean, you know, it's cliche to say the obvious, the Nas, the Jay-Z, the Biggies, but somebody like the ones that like people may not know, like Tragedy Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, bro. Let's go.
Fucking
so now
nasty,
I know you a hip hop head,
Yeah, Tragedy Gaddafi,
What's
man.
Your blood type?
Yeah, bro. That Against All Odds album.
Yeah. That
fucking
was
ridiculous. I borrowed from that, like, you know, like in my shit. Like, there's people I borrow from. I don't want to say bite because I'm not stealing lyrics, but there's energy and like vibes and certain things that I'll inherit.
He's a legend, bro.
Yeah,
he's Juice Crew, nice. Bro. A lot of people don't know he's an original Juice Crew when he was a shorty.
No, stupid nice. And then, you know, man, I got homies out there that like, you know, my boy Charlie Hustle, who was you know, running around.
Where that name from?
Running around with Big Pun and them back in the days. And he was locked up for a long time, man. Unfortunately, he missed a nice piece of his career being locked up, but like, you know, underground legend, bro. And he's like, you know, my brother, so he's somebody who I would be hearing these songs like from my other bro, Genesee, when Charlie was locked down, and I'd be hearing little bits and pieces of his shit and be blown away, you know what I mean? And his patterns and the sincerity and the story was just ill, you know what I mean? Yeah. So those are like a couple like, you know, non-as popular guys.
No doubt. No, I appreciate that because that's what I was
and Mobb Deep, bro.
Mobb, you know okay, come on, bro.
Mobb Deep, man. Yeah.
You already know. Yo, you know what's ill? I know you fuck with Millie's.
Yeah,
Millie's had a
time.
dope-ass bar in Dark Shades. You know that song Dark Shades?
Yeah.
Blood in my eye, fuck up my optics. You know, that was tragedy. That was a tragedy bar. Like real hip-hop.
Yeah.
Catch that. I'm like,
come on.
Oh, shit.
Bro, I've been on the Millie's, so what people don't know, too, is like Millie's ain't no overnight kid either.
Nah, that's
I've been on Millie's. He had a blog back in the days called White Boy Like Me. And it was this blog he used, even before people were even doing blogs. And he was walking around the projects, I guess, where he grew up. Yeah. You know, and everyone was showing him love. And this is when Mass Pike Miles
I remember that name, yeah.
Yeah, Mass Pike Miles from Boston was bringing him around a lot to like Ross, and I used to see him in these little behind the scenes videos, and I'd be like, you know, I followed Millie's from probably early 2000s.
Oh, damn,
and he was super cool with like Mr. Fab and Cuzzo Fly, a couple of my close homies. Yeah, they've been fucking with Millie's forever.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I've been following his journey, rooting for him behind the scenes, even before we linked up. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight, bro. That's tight. I discovered him when Kiss would have him on his page freestyle, and then the Blanco series. I think I tapped in like Blanco 2 or Blanco Trace, and then I just worked my way backwards.
Sometimes you got to go through your homework.
It's hard to catch. This son is nasty, bro.
Nah, he's nasty, bro. And the thing is, music comes out at such a rapid rate now. It's hard to digest all this shit at once. I haven't heard all of anybody's projects like in a long time, because I tell people music is too accessible nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yo, how great was the feeling of purchasing an album back in the day, bro? Just busting it down.
You know what I used to go
read the credits,
the shout-outs.
The shout-outs, always the shout-outs, bro.
The shout-outs and the credits. And
yo, and
I remember seeing some of my homies from New York in the pun credits and be like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
shout out my boy Tone Patron out or whatever.
Or like when Outlaws, Tupac and the Outlaws dropped Still I Rise, like Young Nob in the credits, like he dropped mad, he shout out mad blocks in my hood, bro.
Don't even talk about the Outlaw. How did I not mention the Outlaws? So
blocks used to be on, you know what I'm saying?
I used to want to rap like the Outlaws so bad.
Go,
I got songs where like you couldn't tell the difference.
Let's
like
go, bro.
Noble's my boy.
Oh,
you know,
shit?
That's
no
my
shit.
family,
dude. We from the same town, bro.
Yeah,
Montclair, New Jersey, bro.
Yeah, that's my boy, bro. Like, that's my brother. You
He's
know,
a legend, bro.
Been in my crib.
No shit,
man.
Man.
Broke a lot of bread. Yeah, that's family,
bro.
dude.
That's what's up, man.
And he used to tell me, Kaj, you like an unofficial outlaw. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, say word. That's ill, bro.
You know, and I mean, bro, this is the God honest truth. I used to rap with the intent that hope one day I'm gonna be able to spit for Pac. So all them raps and all that preparation and shit I was doing, it was because one day I was gonna meet Pac and blow his mind, and he was gonna sign me. In my mind, you know what I'm saying?
Bro. Come
like
on.
That's what I was prepping for.
Man.
So Killer Tay, one time we go do a song in LA, and it's with Edie Amin. And this is like right after Pac passed, you know what I'm saying? And I remember just like spitting and putting my all into that fucking
you put
song.
Your fucking thing on
and
it, bro.
Edie be like, "Yo, I hear you over there," you know, little by little, because I wanted things to be organic, man. Like I was never into like paying people for shit. I always wanted to be like, my talent got me through the door.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So, but yeah, little by little, Outlaws became family. Edie, Nob.
Did you meet Fatal?
I did some music with him before he passed. I didn't know him, though.
No doubt, no doubt.
But Pac's sister is like very close. That's a very good friend of mine.
No shit,
Sexual,
man.
yeah.
Wow, bro,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, we were around her and her mom before she passed a little bit out in Marin and stuff.
No doubt.
And beautiful people, man. You know, she's super supportive. Like she sees me to this day and be like, "Yo, Kaz, I'm proud of you.
Dude,
keep
that's
doing your
dope,
thing."
bro. That's legend, bro.
Yeah,
they were a big part of my come up, bro. You know, just being from the town, like walking by their block was super spooky back in the day. Nasty New Street, and it was
how
like,
could I forget the Outlaws, bro?
You
That's
know what
my
I mean?
biggest inspiration. Because the high voice, like when I used to hear them coming on after Pac on them songs, and they had the high voices, East Coast, bro. They had the high. You know, Gaddafi was the one that they like compared me to a lot. Where they be like,
I can see that.
Gaddafi.
I can see that. And that's a big compliment, bro.
It's a huge compliment.
Yeah, my homies,
bro.
all my homies went to his funeral type shit. Like they were legends, bro. Like man.
Bro.
Like,
so
he was really.
I have to say, like,
young, man.
How can I not? I guess when I say Pac, you got to put the Outlaws with them.
In
my number one. Because anybody that knows me knows that Kaz wanted to be an outlaw. He was the fucking white outlaw, bro.
Yeah, we saw tag 04L, you know what I'm saying, in town and shit. Outlaws for Life. Tagged them on their page, 04L, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
My homie Miz, God rest the dead, he jumped on a lot of their mixtapes, like the Jersey Giants mixtapes, all no shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my homies were on those mixtapes and shit, man. There's some spitters in that town. It's a real small town, bro. Surrounded by a lot of different hoods.
I was just blown away that Pac.
Man.
Yeah, I was just blown away that Pac had these like East Coast dudes,
right, bro.
And they do like 8 bars each coming off of each other, and they all had different dope accents and shit. So it was like, I was blown away by them for sure.
Yeah, that whole scene made us like a little cooler. You know what I'm saying? Because they were from that same town. It was dope, man.
Yeah.
A lot of history, man.
Napoleon too. He's got a crazy story, man.
He does, bro.
His story's deep.
He's on his dean right now out in
Saudi
UAE,
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Definitely.
Super legendary dude, man.
Super.
I didn't never know him either, but
and
I know his story.
Fucked up story, man. Like he had a really hard, rough upbringing, man.
Yeah, man. But he's like a he's a beautiful guy, man. Like,
definitely, man.
Like
giving back.
How he carries himself, considering everything he went through. He's like got a good soul, man.
Definitely. That's cool, man. Wow, bro. A lot of connective tissue. In fact, I had a similar conversation when I met Yuckmouth. Because he know all them too.
Oh yeah, Yuck was an outlaw at one point.
Straight up, straight up. So that was cool, man, to connect on that level. When I met Yuckmouth, he was smoking blunts through his nose, bro.
Weirdest shit I ever seen. I seen him doing that on a podcast recently.
He had something wrong with his tooth.
Yuck, what are you doing, man?
I said, bro, how the fuck would I meet this guy smoking
I sent
blunt
that
in his
video
nose?
to like
crazy.
30 people. I was like, am I seeing this right?
Bro, he was, yo. And he broke it down. I was like, yo, my man, you don't mean to be in your shit, bro, but what's going on with the...
I'm not hitting that
I just
after
got
you,
the
bro.
Yeah, he was definitely smoking a headpiece for sure. Yeah, man.
That's hilarious.
That's ill, bro.
Yuck is classic, dude.
Yeah, he's cool. He was cool as fuck. He was cool as fuck. We were over at Zen. He was over there doing a pop up and shit. But word, bro. So yeah, you fucking moving and shaking with some real legends. And I guess this is an appropriate time to bring this up, man. Yo, when I learned that you and Pops did They Roll with Nip and Game, bro, I've been banging that song since that was like the first, like, I feel like for my generation, the first time like a real well-known Blood and real well-known Crip from our generation got on a track together, bro. And you guys made that fucking beat.
Yeah.
That's
Me and
fucking
Pops,
legend,
man.
bro.
Pops played
so a
all
lot
the
of my
shit.
mixtapes, bro. And you said he does the keys, right?
Yeah, he played all the shit. I might have added some guitar. He's singing on the back. If you listen,
Who's doing the They Roll at the end?
Huh?
He's doing the They Roll.
No, that's
shit?
Game. Game went on there and went crazy with the auto-tune shit.
Okay.
But when I sent the beat off, so you always, like as me, I'm always trying to make the beat sound like they got a sample, even if they don't. Because it's just like, I don't want shit to sound too clean or like it came off a keyboard or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So I played Pop some like Dre shit. I was like, Dad, I need some shit like this.
Okay.
And then boom, boom, boom. He whipped up the keys and I did the drums and added the guitar, but I had him do a vocal on it where he's like singing in the background, So if you listen under all that auto-tune shit Game was doing, you'll hear my Pops like in the back.
Because I haven't heard it since I learned that. You know what I'm saying? When you was on First Smoke, you dropped that. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah,
bro.
Wow. Yeah, how that came about, my boy Johnny Shipes.
Okay.
And he was working with Nip. Nip just had this freestyle. It was like over the I Choose You beat, and he was just in front of his liquor store in his hood with his homies, and it was just like the first thing he had. And Shipes sent me like, yo, I need beats for this kid Nipsey Hussle, and everybody I would show would be like, Nipsey Hussle, like that name's crazy or whatever,
It
like
really was.
So it was funny because a buddy of mine, Fats, had introduced me to Nip. I didn't even make the correlation between the two at the time, but All-Star Weekend in Vegas, I was in the lobby and my boy Fats Bossy, he was like, we was down there talking and Nip happened to be walking by, but he didn't go by Nip. He was young at this time. He just went by Slauson Boy. He was like, yo, Cos, this my boy Slauson Boy.
Okay.
Lock in with him. He be buying beats and shit. You know what I mean? And he was just a kid on his grind.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right, cool, whatever. I never seen him again after that. And honestly, I didn't even after I did the song with him, it took me a minute to realize, oh, that's the same fucking kid.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
So you had met him before all
Yeah.
this. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
How many years before? What year was
Whatever.
this roundabout?
So I met Nip in 07.
I'd say it's definitely
So
early
this
2Gs.
was when you got to do you got to Google and see when the All-Star game was in Vegas.
Okay.
Because it was definitely probably maybe a year or two before that.
Okay.
But then, so once I did that record, they wanted to meet and they wanted to get more beats, and so
No doubt.
I had a session with them, and then they flew me to New York to work with Nip, and that was the first time we really got to click.
that's
We were
tight.
locked out of the studio, actually. We were both waiting,
No shit.
sitting on the steps waiting for the guys to come let us in the studio for like an hour. And I'm telling you, within the first 5 or 10 minutes of us talking, like halfway in the combo, we getting up and hugging each other. Like it was like,
Oh, that's cool.
it was
man.
like instant.
Yeah, that's
instant,
cool, bro.
You know,
instant chemistry, effortless vibes.
Obviously, he's coming from a way different walk of life than me.
No
you
doubt.
know, LA's the epitome of the gangster, so
Yeah,
everyone's on their gangster tough shit out there. And,
Yeah.
But Nip was an intelligent dude, man, and he had he knew how to sit with different walks of life, and he knew how to. To me, the most dangerous dude is like in the music game is like a guy like Nip that comes from the streets, tough, but knows how to sit down and talk with the execs and
in a room full of suits
and close a deal. And
Sure.
it's like a Jay-Z, like he was on his Jay-Z shit. You know what I'm saying? So, as of watching him grow, you know, and then every album he would reach out to me, you know, always. You know, I still got all the DMs from Nip. I'll go through every now and then and I'll read them and shit.
Cool, man.
From 08, you know what I'm saying, all the way up.
Wow, bro.
So he would always reach out. And then when he was doing the weather, the Crenshaw album, when he was working on that, Adam, his dude who was part of his team and his close friend, reached out to me.
I remember. I know.
And I sent the record off, and I had a hook on it. And I remember they're like, oh, we don't like the hook, but send that beat, you know. And that beat ended up being The Weather on Crenshaw with Rick Ross.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I did that one, too.
Okay. I'm going to have to run that back.
Oh, yeah, that's a legendary
run that
one.
back,
That's a lot of people's favorite shit.
Oh, shit.
And then we had a bunch of shit behind the scenes that, you know, never came out or whatever. But more importantly, man, I was just happy to see him reach his fucking
peak.
Well, so
probably
to speak.
not. Probably
in
not.
his lifetime, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. On his time.
That album to me that he dropped,
Victory
man,
Lap? Which one?
Yeah, Victory Lap, bro.
What a body of art, bro.
People still ain't fucking with that.
No, hell no,
you know,
bro.
Nobody,
from the first song, bro, how that first song hit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude.
It's timeless, bro.
There's not a lot of rappers to me, and this ain't a shout at anybody, that can fill that spot.
No way, bro.
That can fill that spot, that intellectual street gangsterism.
Because usually one or the other, bro. It's usually one or the other.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I mean, and honestly, an album, I don't even feel like people done drop some dope albums, but like as far as what Nip in that vein, in that lane, like I don't think anybody's dropped anything fucking with that project yet, bro.
Nah, bro.
You know what I mean?
And it was crazy because, like, you know, in my generation, right? So Pac raised us, right?
Yeah.
And we used to say, like, shout out my sister Candy. She used to be like, "Damn, bro, you stressing?" If you listen to Pac, like, your mans would check on you. Good, bro, you stressing? Because he used to get us through shit. You know what I'm saying? In a respectful way, like, you know, not in a bad way. Like, you stressing, bro? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm just vibing some Pac. Oh, man, fuck. Yeah, man. It's Pac just getting through this shit, right? And then, like, when Nip passed, it fucked us up so bad because he ain't raised us. We grew up with Nip. Because, like, I couldn't even relate to my timeline of how, like, you know, I was on my bullshit, living this other life, and I kind of cleaned my act up, got a hold of some personal development, cleaned myself up as a human, you know what I mean? And just, like, I'm on some knowledge-seeking, personal growth mission since, like, I turned 30, right? And I'm seeing Nip, like, go from gang banging to, like, this, you know, this fucking prophet, damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like a hood prophet. And
intelligent dude,
to see how when he passed, like, that shit hurt, bro, because I feel like you grew up with this dude, bro. Like,
you know what it was for me?
So crazy, man.
It was like to see somebody invest so much into themselves, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like from the reading, you know, all the reading he did, the health shit he was on, to the programs he was setting up for the kids in the neighborhood to be able to invest, and the
dude.
You know, it's like, damn, you invest so much into yourself for somebody to just come wipe that out. It was like such a waste.
Yeah,
man.
and it's straight fucking lame too, man.
Such a waste.
We're not even gonna say his name, give him no shine, but yeah, that was a fucking waste, bro.
Yeah.
King was killed by a clown, man. But yeah, rest in peace to Nip, bro.
Yeah, it's like almost like the Selena story, right?
Yeah.
She was killed by her fucking fan club lady.
Yeah,
it's like that. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of Selena's helpers out there.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. But that's really cool that you get to say that you actually had a relationship with Nip, with a real legend, cool human.
I did, and you know what was crazy is I was reaching out because I wanted to get on that album. I wanted to at least, you know, submit some beats to him.
Yeah, bro.
But it was hard to get a hold of him at that time, so I'm like, he's got like 7 phone numbers. I'm text. So I got to a point where I was like, damn, Nip ain't hitting me back. What the fuck's going on? So I just like texted fucking every number. This was after the album came out. I just wanted to give him his flowers, you know?
Sure.
And lock back in or whatever. And I hit like 4 different numbers with the same message and shit. And he finally hit me back and was like, yo, Cos, you know what I need? I need beats.
Oh, man, that's cool,
Then
bro.
we got to give each other our flowers, which was cool, man.
That's cool.
My last interaction with him, I really got to let him know, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, bro. Like, you know, the growth. And he, you know, he gave me some love too or whatever. But some things you just wish you could reverse, man. And some shit just will never sit right or never digest properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. I couldn't imagine how that hit, like, people that knew him and shit, bro.
Oh, bro, I'll tell you what. I've had family members die that I didn't cry over.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Nip, I cried, bro. Like, and I'm pretty numb. I've been losing friends since a pretty early age, bro.
Yeah,
so where that shit is like, it's a selfish feeling because it's like I got to keep living and laughing and enjoying life. When on the other side, my homie just passed or whatever, and it's like, it's a fucked up feeling to have to actually. It's like, what do they say? Survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt. Yeah, yeah. That's a real thing.
But Nip was one I shed some tears over, man. You know what I mean? And
same, bro.
Yeah.
I dropped a few. Nip, Prodigy, and DMX, bro. I dropped a couple, man, because you know this fuck, bro, it's part of your fucking timeline, bro. It's just like, damn,
so
dog.
legendary. Because those guys,
so legend.
Their family, they raised us, whether we knew them or not.
Yeah, and they remind me of some like homies that I lost. You know what I mean? Like I was with the homie listening to this, like, and I shared memories over those over that music. It was the theme song to your life, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But yeah, but what a time to be alive, man. Came up in a pretty cool era.
No, yeah, no, for sure, man. I'm blessed. I'm glad this generation, this generation we come from we were lucky to live in that golden era.
We were.
You know?
We definitely were.
Cause, you know, I mean, there's still dope shit that comes out now. Like we got the Kendricks and the Drakes and all that shit from J. Cole's. It came later. Yeah. And those dudes
Davies.
are fucking, Davies. Yeah, those dudes are all incredible too and contribute a lot. But I don't know if I can say anyone's raising me in music the way those guys do these days,
more bars, more slick bars and shit. Not too much substance. Some shit, but not like...
They're not walking you through their home like Pac was.
Yeah.
Like Pac, like you felt like, okay, I'm at the table. Like he's walking me through his shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these artists, you could be like, yeah, they're big, but what do you know about them?
Yeah.
A lot of shallowness.
Yeah, a lot of shallowness, a lot of money rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that, you know?
Like I like to walk people through the home. You got to walk people through your house with the music. That's why I feel like the Biggie and Pac debate was so crazy, where you had people fighting, ready to kill, like who was better? Because you felt like you knew them. Because, you know, like they were walking you through their home with their music.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny about that? I was Team Big until my parents split up. My pops moved back to Montclair, and now I'm in Montclair, and I'm kind of growing up out there now, and it's an outlaw Pac town. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I didn't even really listen to Pac like that till, like, I was 12, 13. Like, I knew his couple joints, all the shit on MTV or whatever, but then you know, out there, and that's all that's playing, bro. Pac, outlaws, shit like that. And, yeah, bro. Then now I'm on both sides, like, you can't even talk about neither one of them around me, man, because I'm going to stick up for either one of them.
Think how I was out here.
Out here. What was it like out here, bro?
Oh, bro, I remember being on
Tell me about it.
Market Street in San Francisco is like, I'm trying to see what like the equivalent. It's like the Bronx, somewhere in the Bronx in New York. For
sure.
It's just grimy.
For sure.
And there used to be my boy Martin. We used to go see on Market Street to get the tapes. You know what I mean?
Mixtapes.
Tapes, yeah.
Tapes.
No, but
youngsters.
The
TDKs.
Yeah. So when Machiavelli hit, man, I just remember a dude walking by playing it, holding the radio, hearing that bomb first.
Ooh.
Hearing that the little fucking mandolins or whatever was at the beginning of that shit. And it was like an energy that was unmatched, bro. It was like, holy, what the fuck?
What the fuck
I've
is this?
never heard anything like this, this kind of intensity and craziness and dopeness all mixed in one, you know what I mean? And it was just like a lot of people was on some, you know, F the East Coast shit, but that's just stupid. If you know, to say F a whole group of anyone,
it makes no sense,
anything
bro.
is the most ignorant shit in the world. But you got football teams, right, where you like fuck the Cowboys fans or whatever.
Same
people
kind
like
of shit, bro.
It's the same shit, bro. You know, you can't teach like people to be a certain way. People gonna be who they are.
And like there was no social media. It was just like the source. or like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The Source magazine.
That's right.
There was
yeah,
no
the Source, the
MTV
Vibe, or
News,
the Vibe
or the
magazine.
Vibe. Yeah.
I remember Vibe did a big cover story on the whole Pac and Big shit.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. They used to do some really cool in depth.
Bro, I remember when Pac died, bro. I seen it on MTV News, bro. Kurt Loder fucking
Another
announced the
moment
shit,
I cried.
Yeah, I was
Another
too young. I
moment
was dumb young, bro.
Another moment
10,
I cried,
bro.
man. Fuck.
When he died, 96?
Something like that. I was in the
94,
back of my
shit.
homeboy's car,
Yeah,
man, and
I was like
like
11.
that shit came on the radio, and I was like, no fucking way, because, of course I felt bad for him and his family, but on a selfish thing, I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna get to rap
I know.
Pac.
But little did we know they had some shit tucked for us, man. God damn, there was a lot of music that came out after he passed, bro.
Oh yeah. So
Man.
then after that, we used to go down back to Market Street to get the Machiavelli bootleg tapes. Remember they had Machiavelli 1, Machiavelli 2, Machiavelli 3, Machiavelli 4, all the shit that didn't. And that shit was like, man, that was some of the dopest shit ever. That's the shit that they all remade on the Pac albums. And I was never fond of the remakes because I had heard the
like
original.
either, bro.
You know, I'd rather go listen to that shitty tape that had the horrible mix that you can barely hear than the nice, clean remake shit. I'm like, that ain't it. You know?
Yeah, bro. I know what you mean. Like that one CD they put out, it's like an all-white cover. I Rise Again. It wasn't Still I Rise.
Oh, no, Still I Rise was the greatest
Still I Rise
album
was
ever.
crazy, bro.
That's what the Outlaws. Pac,
Yeah.
That album is fucking
that shit got me
insane,
through
bro.
some shit, bro. That was,
yeah,
that
me
was,
too.
That
High
was
Speed.
The World
Good Die Young.
Turns. Good Die Young. Yeah, bro.
Too much shit.
Too much. Yeah, that was raw, bro. Hell yeah. All right, so, wow, we just really went off in the deep end of the hip hop world. Oh, mixtapes. I want to talk about that. So you mentioned San Francisco mixtapes.
Yeah.
Is that where y'all used to go? That was the mixtape spot?
Yeah, Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, we go down there. We would be able to get like a K Slay tape or like a
cool. You get K Slay out here?
or
No
something
shit.
like that. Or back then it wasn't even K Slay. It was like J Arms, or it was like these other guys. It was even like less popular. You
Sure,
know? Sycamore and
I
dudes
remember
like
Sycamore,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even K Slay.
Clue?
yet.
You get Clue tapes out here?
Yeah, I mean that place you can go get whatever. Like
That's
they
tapped
were
in,
hit.
bro.
My boy Martin had it on
Hell
lock
yeah.
down there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's fire, bro. How much were tapes? 5, 10? How much were they, bro? $5, $10? $10?
Probably
It was
like
5.
5 or 10.
Because the CD, remember the first time you seen a bootleg CD? I was bugging. It was Mobb Deep. Shit, bro. It was right after the Infamous. What shit was right after the Infamous? That shit with 8 Ball, MJG, fucking Deer Park was on there with Cormega. Fucking.
Was that the one with Nothing Like Home with Littles?
I don't know. You know Littles though. That's ill.
Littles, Nasty Nature, Little. I mean, bro, the whole Queensbridge.
Queensbridge could be its own city.
Queensbridge
rappers,
is responsible for birthing some of the greatest
Yeah.
rappers.
Oh yeah. It's
For sure.
incredible how much talent came out in projects, bro.
It's
incredible.
It's like
Makes no sense, bro.
where's Cash Money from again? Magnolia.
Magnolia,
Like that
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, same shit.
I always
same
tell
shit.
people certain cities get hot. So like at that time when Mobb Deep and Nas was popping, if you were from Queens, you had the spotlight on you. You
Yeah.
could pop off. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like when Mozzie started getting hot and Sack,
Yeah, bro.
all these other kids had the spotlight on them. You
Yep.
know, so like certain areas get popular. Like
Yeah.
if you're from Compton, you automatically forever in hip hop
Yep.
always got a shot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah,
Compton's
yeah.
such a legendary place. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Compton, tomorrow we have a guest from Compton, Zach Woods, who's who's cousins with Game. Yeah, their fathers are brothers and shit. I didn't even realize this.
That's
when I met him.
crazy.
Yeah. So like when the whole
He's a cool cat.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
He's cool. He got a cool story. We've been rapping for a while over the phone and shit, and just hip hop stories and shit. Like I was very interested in hearing about like, you know, in the whole beef with G Unit and the Game, and they was down at Hot 97 when all that shit went down. Like he was in there. Like he was sending me pictures.
He was an
He was with
entourage.
Big Face Hunted, fucking Game, and the whole set, the whole Cedar Block set, and like he's showing me pictures with all of them, like on the subways and the restaurants. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wild time.
Wow, bro. And I was, man. I was like, holy shit, man. All this connective tissue I'm learning about. You know what I'm saying? What went down? And shout out to Drink Champs, bro, because Drink Champs, they really filled in some blanks for me. That's the illest hip hop podcast ever. You fuck with Drink Champs?
Of course.
You fuck with like some of the earlier episodes, like when Kiss and some of like Kiss's and Styles' first interviews on there. They really take you back to like all the beefs, the shit that you used to wonder about how to really go down. Who got shot, who got
who
stabbed.
did I see? Kiss was saying, well, who was the one that said somebody tried to unhandshake him? Like,
oh, Nori. He's like, yo, I never seen somebody unhandshake somebody. Nori dapped somebody that he didn't know, and he realized he wasn't really with his mans. Where'd he go?
Dap back?
Yo, he's the coolest guy. He's probably one of the coolest humans that I want to meet, bro.
Nori?
It's
He's
just
classic,
like his fucking personality is crazy, bro. He
I didn't get to spend. I never spent much time with him. Like we've been in similar spots.
Okay.
I got homies like my boy Charlie that I was referencing earlier. He's close with him.
Okay, cool.
They got some funny videos from back in the days.
Hell yeah. Yo,
but
legend,
Nori was a beast too, man. Nori kicked a lot of shit off.
Oh, hell
you
yeah,
forget
bro.
sometimes that he was like a rapper because he's such a good podcaster.
Yeah.
But like, don't forget
Oh yeah, bro. The War Report raised us, bro. We used to be in high school with fatigues on, bro, straight head to toe.
You know which one I always liked was the one he had on the Belly soundtrack. Remember? Sometimes I think it was.
Sometimes, bro. That also got me through some hard shit.
Yeah.
Man. When you was stressing or you lost somebody, that sometimes shit, you roll something up,
Fire,
get you some Henny,
that beat,
and you just let that bump, man. And you know the homies are in a zone, they listen to that. Or like
Belly soundtrack was fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of joints.
Belly was ill. I got Belly on a bootleg VHS, bro. The first time I bought it was a fucking Snow. Just nothing, bro. I got. It was my first time ever getting got with a fucking bootleg. I was pissed, bro. I just got back from New York. Put that shit in. You know I was crushed, bro. I never even seen it. So I thought it was about to be lit. And then, you know, you get the good copy. It's still terrible.
We had that over here in Albany in Berkeley at the Albany flea market and shit. We go get like The Shaft and you get like some of the old black exploitation movies and shit.
Yep. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. So let's dive into the cannabis, bro. Before the brand, like what's your history with the cannabis? Were you let's start with the first time you ever smoked.
Man, my boy Tim Dog, man. So weed was in my house already. You know, it was like I remember my sister getting caught in like 7th grade. This when we were still living in Frisco. She was going to a dance recital.
Okay.
And it was early in the morning, and I remember my mom and dad pulling a fucking like 12-pack and like a bunch of weed she had stole from them, caught her with on the way to the dance. Was like, you were gonna do all this before your dance recital? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But so basically saying like weed was always available to me, but like my boy Tim Dog, man, he was just ahead of the game. Like he was doing shit early, you know? Mm-hmm. And I remember maybe like 6th, 7th grade, him trying to get me to hit it and like a joint. And he's like, "No, you're not doing it right, man." And I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? Like, what else
do
is
I
it
do over
You're
here?
not inhaling, bro. You're not inhaling." And I'm like, "All right, you know, fuck." But so that was like my first time I recall like trying to get high, but like not really getting high.
Yeah.
That was probably like the summer before 7th grade or something, like after 6th going into 7th, you know?
Yeah. That's about,
and then after that, man, it was like the kids around me, like weed was just such a big part of that world over there. You know, like everyone was, you know, hippied out, you know, big on reggae, you know, cool kids too, man, like dope kids, like
sons and children of hippies, right?
Yeah, a lot of hippie kids. You know, you got the Grateful Dead over there, so you got a lot of just people living out in the valley and just just hippie kids. It was cool kids, man. I mean, you had some derelicts and some dirt bags. You know what I'm saying? For sure, some serious ones.
Yeah,
but like my homies, man, like I always kept a wide variety, like my circle. You know, everyone that knows me knows. Like Kaz got, you know, I fuck with everybody. So like,
no doubt.
You know, I had some more like tough guy homies that I would have to like stall out from like picking on my not so tough homies.
Yeah. I've been there.
Damn, Kaz, why you gotta save this motherfucker? We want to take his shit.
Yo, give him a pass,
and I'm like, man, come on, bro. That's my boy. Like, I'm about to go to my house and chill and smoke with him. Like, stall him out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, damn, Kaz, you hang out with some goofy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, but they solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's cool. You didn't switch on them just because you was with these guys.
To this day,
That's cool,
my
bro.
circle is still like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I fuck with the people I'm comfortable around, man.
Yeah.
I don't go chasing. I'm not into one-sided relationships or friendships. If I reach out to somebody too many times and the love ain't mutual, I just lose interest.
Keep
you know
pushing.
what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you got, who you are. Because to me, the value is in the energy, man. Nobody's more valuable than you just because they got money or opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I go home and roll a joint and put on YouTube, and my life's just as good as anybody's for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm
that's
chilling.
right. It's a great mindset.
Yeah, so I don't chase like the dudes with the status or the celebrities. I don't force friendships and shit. So
Same.
if you my boy, you my boy. You know, I reach out and keep in touch and look out for people I haven't seen in years. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, so about seventh grade, you know, we start smoking heavily. That's around the time, you know, you're getting into the fun of it. You're going to buy your first bong.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to Hay Street. You're getting the fucking posters for your walls. You're buying pipes.
Legend, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hate Street on your first fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
Hate
getting into
Street,
it,
dude,
that's
was
fucking cool, man.
Hate Street was the and what's funny is that's where I grew up in San Francisco. Was
Oh,
like
shit,
Haight Ashbury.
bro. Oh, wow, that's
Because my
cool,
school, I went to Grattan, which is an elementary, which is right up the street from Haight.
No
So
shit.
after school, we go run through Haight and Ashbury.
You passing hella shit, bro.
And the boys club on Page Street, which is a block over from Haight, that's where that was our spot. So as a kid, you know, this is like when you collecting garbage pail kids and shit like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
young.
Yo,
there was
love it.
one store on Haight Ashbury that had the cards.
Oh, they're
It
so
was
good,
sold
bro.
out everywhere, so we would go there. You know, we hit the McDonald's on the corner. They had Rock and Bowl back then, which is like a Amoeba, I think now, the record store, but used to be Rock and Bowl, the bowling alley. They used to have a Cala across the street, which was like, I don't know if y'all have ever even heard of Cala.
Nah, what's that?
Most people out here haven't. It was just like a supermarket.
Okay,
you know?
got you.
They go to Cala right around the corner. But that was before I was into weed and when I was living out there. So we'd come back down there, and when you'd walk down Haight, you'd have dudes that were in every other doorway. Buds, doses,
Just, like,
shrooms.
just creepers.
Buds,
Just trying to sell you
doses,
shit.
shrooms. Buds, doses, shrooms. Buds, like, you know,
Yeah.
you can get any of that down there. You
Yeah,
just got to
bro.
cross your fingers that it was good. So that acid
there
I
you go.
took, that shit actually came from down there. It was like,
I bet it did.
It was called Monkey in a Barrel. It was a little red tab. It had a monkey with a drum like a
fucking sent that shit, didn't you?
yeah, it fucked me up. But so then from there, man, you know, where I was, bro, was just so heavily and fucking indulged in weed, man.
Yeah.
I mean, all the dealers, you had everybody.
had it so
It was
good,
lit
bro.
out there, bro. For some reason, the universe has always landed me in the hot spots for weed, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, cause
It's
we
a
know
beautiful
you
thing.
need this to get by, so
It's a beautiful
we're
thing,
gonna
man.
put you here. And it's like, cause Sac now is like a hot spot, you know.
Bro.
Everyone
place is
comes
lit.
out here to shop. I never realized like how resourceful Sac was until like a couple years ago, you know.
Yeah.
And then Dave from Preferred Gardens, he told me, he's like, bro, this is probably some of the best growers are actually out here.
Yeah. The
And I'm
producers
like,
in Sac.
well,
are
I
just next
don't
level.
know anyone fucking with Dave, so
Right.
if he says that, I'll take his word for it. You know,
Right.
he's like, bro, some of the best weed, I think the best weed in the world is coming right out
In
of
the
Sac.
world, Craig.
Coming right out of Sac,
Yes, bro. Yes, I preach that all the time, man. Because
know?
I've been around the state and I've got flavors from everywhere, and like, bro, the cultivators here are fucking next level, man.
They are, man.
Blessed, bro.
And you know, so yeah, and then you know, through high school and shit, just I was always smoking. My sister.
They was cool with it.
Oh yeah,
Mom's cool with it. Cool.
Yeah, my mom was cool with it. My mom,
Yeah, same.
she smokes to this day. You know?
Yeah, mine too.
If
yeah.
I showed you the last text message my mom sent me,
My mom
she's
still grows
still
weed in
trying to
Jersey.
buy weed from Berner. I'm like, Mom, Bern don't sell
Oh,
weed
shit.
anymore, dude.
That's funny
I
as
told her
fuck.
something. She's like, gosh, where can I get Berner's cookies? I'm like, go to the store. Bern
Yeah.
doesn't sell weed,
Right,
Mom.
right, right.
Like, he
He's-
gave me some shit to give you. Like, that was a gift.
Yeah, that was a gift. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's gotta be nice to get a little something out of Big Burn's head stash. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I know he's got some flavors.
Oh, I mean, Bern's been.
How'd you guys meet? Just that's
through
a cool segue to that.
through my best friend Genesee.
Genesee. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Genesee is my best friend. He's
how far back y'all go?
my son's godfather. So Genesee's how I know Charlie and Tone and all the East Coast, all my, you know, Spanish homies from Sunset Park and the whole Brooklyn Big Pun connection.
Yeah.
So Genesee moved out to Fairfax from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Not too far, long after I did. It was funny. Fairfax was this melting pot, bro. You find people from all over end up there.
No
dude.
shit,
like,
bro.
Motherfucker,
this is by L.A.? This is SoCal?
No, this is
Where's
Fairfax and Marin.
Oh, this is in
Marin County. So you got San Rafael, you got San Anselmo, and then you got Fairfax.
Okay, got
this
you.
little hippie town where, like, you know, back then you had a pizza shop, you had a coffee shop. The coffee owners getting busted for selling coke. They shut that down. The pizza shop where I work, the owners getting busted for selling coke. They're shutting that down.
Yeah.
Ted's over here, the billiard pool hall, they're getting busted for selling coke there. They're shutting that down.
My kind of town.
It was an drug-infested town, bro. Everybody was hustling.
Yeah.
You know, we had this place called the Parkade. We all posted. Kids would come from all over Friday night. The rich kids coming from all over Marin to come score.
Oh, shit.
You know, and we'd be sitting there waiting to either maybe sell them some, maybe take their money and never come back.
What do you know?
It just depends.
See what happens.
Who you get, you know. But you know, we were raised by some dirtbags down there. I remember dudes getting over on me and being like, "Hey, kid, felonies ain't free," and I'd be like, "Okay, I mean, I'm gonna get. Where are you going with my weed, man?" Like,
you just like
they burn you, like they take your shit and be like, you'd be like, the OGs, older dudes, and you'd be like,
you actually cool with?
Yo, when are we coming back with my shit? And they'd be like, "Hey, kid, felonies ain't free."
Ooh,
I'd be like, "That's a cold bar."
That's cold, bro.
So I tell people. You know, you're only as good as the people that raised you. So we would do that too, you know, get over and do lame shit.
Of course.
But in due time, you know, you kind of learn how to hustle. And like I remember like getting the QP, sitting on my bed on a Friday night in my mom's crib, break the whole thing down to like 0.7s.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a full gram, and go sell them for 20.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 0.7. And I try to make like fucking $5,000 off of QP at like 18, 19.
Yeah, bro, come on.
You know,
man.
so I'm so all through high school, you know what I mean, obviously, you know, we're smoking.
No doubt.
Kids going to fucking Reggae on the River, like, you know, you're going up there
I
to
always
Humboldt.
wanted to go there, bro.
My sister went to Humboldt State.
Ooh,
so now
nice.
I'm going to visit her. My parents are like, "Kazi, just come. We'll buy you some weed." I'm like, I don't want to go 5-6 hours and sit in the middle of Oh, just come. We'll find you some weed out there. And sure enough, I go and they find me
That's
some
how they
weed.
get you to go?
That's how they get me to go.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So Genesee.
Berner. Oh yeah. So Genesee, man, was my brother. So he ends up. We end up getting close just through Fairfax. He was rapping, I was rapping. We were in different circles. He was super East Coast on his AZ Nas flow.
Okay.
I was still on my West Coast shit a little more. We knew each other. We had mutual respect for each other, but we weren't homies like that where we were calling. And then right around the time I put out my first album, which was like 2000.
Okay.
My boy L Rock brought me to his crib and was like, "Yo, you need to link with Genesee. I've been hanging out with him." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" I'm like, you know, I'm older. I'm like 20 at this time or something. And he brings me to his crib, and Jen's making beats on the MPC, the boom bap, hip hop drums, samples, all this dope shit. And we start just clicked, you know, and where I'm starting to go over there all the time. So whatever, we formed a group. He created a group called the Noble House, which was just his crib and a collective of us that always went over there and worked, a bunch of artists and shit local. And he had moved to Richmond, so he's living in Richmond at the time, and he set up the studio, and we used to just go smoke. He was like the first one of us that was like, had a big crib and was living on his own, and you know, didn't have a girl or a kid at the time, so everyone would just go to the crib and it was just like we were like the Bay Wu-Tang, like just like 10 of us in there, just working all different styles, and he was curating us and crafting us and you know, taking what he knew from the New York side of the music shit and showing us and teaching us shit. And one day I went over there, I think it was probably maybe around 2006-ish, 7-ish. And Berner was just there, and I had already heard his name, Berner. They're like, "Oh, we're working with Berner." I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And when I went over there, Bern was there, and he was like, yo, we gotta work. Let's do some shit. And I was like, please, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was already known for having like the best weed at that time. You know what I'm saying? He was just always known for having the best weed, even then. So I pick him up one day. That's when I'm living in Sac. We ride to Sac, make a bunch of crank calls. We're fucking with people, just doing silly shit. And we just clicked, bro. I honestly, since the first day, like, we've been kind of inseparable, man.
Oh, that's cool,
You know,
man.
we spent a lot of time coming up to my house in Sac, working there.
Nice.
You know, we've seen each other's whole shit. At that time, Bern was just really getting started. You know, he was just really getting his feet wet. And I seen his plan and his vision from early on to, like, be that guy with the weed, use this to, you know, create my Rolodex and, you know, to get, you know, the Bun B comes into town. Pretty soon, before you know it, any rapper that was coming to town was calling Bern for the pack. He became the rappers.
I peeped that. I peeped it on YouTube when I was on the East Coast. I peeped that shit, bro.
Yeah, so, like, I watched that shit all firsthand.
And you're there.
Because I used to be like, Bern would come with some crazy ideas, and we'd be around people, and he'd always be pitching this shit.
Okay.
And I'd be like, damn, like, you know, is he crazy or is he serious? Or like, what is the deal? Because I'm so like quiet and nonchalant. I'd be like, oh, chill, you know. He was passionate and adamant about his shit, and he had a plan, bro. And he knew what it was going to take for him to get to where he was. So everything he was doing ended up working in his favor because he never took his foot off the gas, man.
Yeah.
Once he got going and got a little momentum, that was it. And he fell in love with the business and everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, he came up to the crib. We did some songs. I hopped on this is like Weekend at Bernie's, like his first real album.
Got you.
So I hopped on a couple verses, gave him some beats. And then ever since then, man, it's been like inseparable. Every project, he's had me either rapping or producing or both, or, you know what I mean? Super, super loyal, good friend, man.
That's
like,
cool, man.
You know, my best friend.
That's dope,
for
bro.
Sure.
That's dope, man. He's a legend in the cannabis game. To see to the heights he's taking it, and as a dude like myself, who owns a brand, like this it's a blueprint. You know, he laid the blueprint. You laid the blueprint.
That's
bro.
why I be like all these people talking shit, but a lot of these dudes is just chasing clout, and they get mad when all they're left with is clout at the end. It's like, you know what, man? Bern created this.
Yeah.
Us putting weed in a bag, right? Yeah. What more do we got to say?
Bro, I remember.
If you're running around putting weed in a bag and you're talking shit about Berner, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. Right? Because he started this, bro.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, man. And I say this all the time. Like, you can say whatever you want about Berner, but if he called you tomorrow and be like, "Yo, bro, I love what you're doing. Let's do a collab. Let's fucking run it up. I'm gonna back it." And it's like you be talking about none of that shit no more.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
That's what people are fucking goofy.
So
bro.
Hey, man, but
everybody wants to be the man. That's the problem. It's egos and shit.
I'll tell you what, man. That dude has done a lot for me, man. He's been very, very. What's the word? Detrimental? Instrumental. He's been very instrumental in my career and keeping me motivated and just throwing me bones and just being my biggest supporter, biggest fan,
man.
Bro.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
You could tell you guys are like bros.
Man, even
shit,
to this day, like, with me posting my album, I go, Bern, what do I do next? Like, all right, post this and do this. Like, he's walking me through this shit because it's like he's on tour doing what he's doing and taking the time out to still walk me through my shit. And it's like, people don't know that's worth more than money, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, man. I can't stress that enough, how much he's done and how proud I am of him, man. And
it's a beautiful thing, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, shout out to Berner, man.
Big shout.
We're gonna take a quick break.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Grove Bags. Listen, Grove Bags are hands down the best way to store your cannabis. Forget jars, forget Mylars. Nobody does it like Grove Bags. Listen, it's a 6-layer non-static bag. State-of-the-art technology. It's gonna keep your weed fresher for longer. It keeps your cannabis between 58 and 62% humidity at all times, the optimal humidity to store cannabis. It's gonna increase your shelf life, help prevent mold, weight reduction. Hands down, it's the best product out there. We don't use anything but Grove bags at Good Pizza. And especially if your product is in stores, we all know there's some shelf life issues at the stores. This is gonna keep your product lasting longer on those shelves. So when your customer goes to try it, it's gonna be fresh cannabis. Listen, if you wanna store your cannabis the proper way, use Grove bags. Use promo code PIZZA with 3 Z's. That's PIZZZA. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. So, yeah, man. So, tell me about the work you're doing with Dubz, bro. Like this, I fucking love the movement, bro. Let's talk about it.
So Dubz, man, me and Frank, that's my partner in Dubz Garden.
Okay,
He's
cool.
kind of behind the scenes, so.
And you guys are actually partners.
That's my partner. Yeah, I'm a co-owner.
Oh, cool, man.
So I'm a co-owner in Dubz. He's a co-owner in La Cause. So.
Oh, beautiful.
We're connected.
Beautiful thing.
So I actually been knowing Frank since high school.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
No shit,
yeah.
man.
We went to high school together briefly, and then we were both doing graffiti, and I think we met at a fucking doing community service at a police station. Washing cars and shit for doing graffiti.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, so it's classic. But yeah, Frank,
That's
I've known
great.
Frank since a kid. And when I start, well, there's a couple brands that like needed my help to get on the shelves. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew my relationship with Berner and Cookie.
Sure.
So this is back when a lot of guys were just going rec. You know, going transitioning from the boutique street brand into like wanting to go rec. Because Frank and Dubz was already popping in the streets. Like I remember being in Brooklyn and kids being like, yo, that peanut butter breath, the Dubz Garden peanut butter breath was like a phenomenon. So, so a lot of people were already familiar with him based on that. But he was running his own distro at this time. And he's like, Cos, I'm getting ready to go on the rec market. Can you help me with some accounts? You know? I was like, of course. You know, I hit Burn, yo, can we help my boy get on some of these shelves? And he was like, yeah, no problem, whatever, I got you, whatever you need, you know? So, you know, first couple drops he did, I was helping him get on the shelf. And then I was like, yo, I need to drop my own shit now. I'm helping everybody else get in the stores. And people were always like, yo, why you didn't come with a strain sooner? Like, when everyone else was doing it, it was like, Burn's my boy. And I'm seeing how annoying it can be to watch everyone doing exactly what you're doing. Wanting to do the music, wanting to do the weed, wanting to be Berner, wanting to be the bags, wanting to basically be like Berner, right?
Yeah.
And so for me to be as close, it was like, I never wanted to be another homie that was fucking pulling a page out of his, that shit can get irritating. It's like, let me have my lane. You go figure out some shit over there. You might land on something better than this. So it was like, I never wanted to be the friend that was trying to be the friend.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just play the background and be passive and just soak and ear hustle. He's on a business call. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. That's how this shit works out. And I was just watching, and, you know, outside of music and weed, I never really had a lot of strengths other than like being solid character, but like understanding business and like the terminology, and it's a whole new world when you're in weed and learning what a ROI is, what a COG is, what this and that. It's like there's all this new terminology and that I had to get familiar with, you know, because it's like you can't fully understand something until you understand the language that comes with it, right? It's like you can go to the fucking Costa Rica, meet a girl and be with her, but if you don't understand the language, we're never going to get that far. So I had to understand the language and how things work. So, you know, a couple months down the road after linking back up with Frank, I was like, yo, I need to do something for myself now. Fuck this. Like, it's getting ridiculous now. Like, I'm seeing dudes using the name Cosmic this and Cozmo that, and I'm like, damn, it's just gonna be a matter of time before someone comes with a Cosmo strain, and I'm gonna be fucking mad, and I'm gonna be like, yo, why I didn't do that, you know? So, Pelly, he gave me the name for my first shit, which was Supernova. It was like Cosmos, some space shit, right?
Sure.
So So Pelly gave me that name, like Supernova. So that was our first drop, and then in return, Dubz went and sourced me I was still unfamiliar with how all this shit worked, the process, how you get into the store, this, that, and the third. So he walked me through it. He sourced the product for me. We got the bags made. You know, he distroed it with me. We went to a couple stores, and we just kind of started seeing the synergy. We was, you know, was going well.
Nice.
And after that, he started putting. So I went and started my own brand. You know, somewhere in between all that, I started the Lacoste thing, right?
Okay. And
he started co-branding every drop he did. He would put my logo on the bags too. This is even before we were fully partnering. Okay. You know, he was just like every Dubz drop for like the last few years had the Lacoste imprint on it too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was super grateful for that. And like little by little, you know, it just grew into what it was. I mean, nobody was helping me the way he was, and nobody was helping him the way I was.
Okay.
So we
good synergy.
Yeah, good synergy, man. Yeah. And from there, we just been building, man. He's a hell of a businessman, hell of a marketing guy, just a super hard, you know, workaholic, you know, and I feel like he's the yin to the yang. Like what I have balances out, you know, as far as being, you know, resourceful and having a platform and being able to go, you know, do song and do product placement, shout it out, or, you know, line up a deal or whatever my strengths are. It was the yin to the yang, you know what I'm saying? And it's been a beautiful thing ever since. And we've just been plotting and planning and growing, and we've hit our slow moments and we've had our busy moments. Yeah. We just trying to weather the storm and just keep adding value to the brand.
Definitely,
you know?
Bro. What are typically your, and this is just me asking from another brand standpoint, what are typically, how much pounds do you drop per strain?
Well, once upon a time, we were doing a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you learned that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, now, I mean, with the current state of the market, honestly, like 5 pound drops, we realize do really well.
Yeah.
You know,
just keep it scarce.
Just do more of it. Like, you know, if you're going to only have 4 or 5 things, you're dropping 5 pounds.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Or have some pre-rolls, have some carts, have some other shit to add to the SKUs of what you're doing. So that way, if one thing slowed down, maybe these carts are flying, but the weed's slow because it's the state of the game, and it just is what it is, right? So, yeah, I mean, because, you know, a lot of these dispensaries went from picking up like 2 pounds or a pound at a time to only wanting a QP or a half, and 36 eighths or whatever.
That's what we've been doing, bro.
Yeah.
QP City.
So, with that being said, that kind of seems like the sweet spot, because the last thing you want is like weed getting stale and sitting on the market too long. You know what I mean?
There you go. Then that guy that's been hearing about your shit forever finally gets that 3-4 month old batch.
Oh,
and then they're on Instagram.
Go straight to Instagram, slander the fuck out of
you on Instagram. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, so that's the other thing, is getting the product to the consumer while it's fresh, because once that date and goes on that sticker, nobody. It's like, are you gonna go to buy fucking meat that's been sitting here? For 4 months?
That, bro. Yeah. This has been our saving grace in the rec market. Shout out to Grove Bags, my sponsor.
Those are fire.
These are fire, bro.
That's the people that do the black bags?
The black bags, 6-layer non-static, keeps the weed between 58 and 62% humidity at all times. Yeah. Bro, you're going to get at least 2 months more on your shelf life with those, bro. And I know, you're good, bro. You got to do the little, you got to grab the little lip in there.
There you go. Nice.
And it's got a nice feel to it, too.
This is super gas.
Oh, yeah. Let me roll some of that up for you, pal. That's the Fugazi.
You can roll the blunt.
Oh, that's the I can roll a blunt. Hell yeah, give me a blunt, man. Let me take it back in the day. Yeah, let me get a blunt, man. Let me just spin some of this Lindy. This is some triple Lindy.
Let's see what the bars are like.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I still got it. You know what I'm saying? Let's bar you up. But this is a good piece of history too, folks. I've never rolled a blunt on the show, but I still got it, baby.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. That's tight, man. Let's also talk about your new album coming out, man. I'm really excited for this project, bro.
Thank you, man.
Let's talk about that, man.
Yeah, so the new album, If Tomorrow Never Comes, man, which is a heavy title, right?
It's a real heavy title, bro.
Especially in today's climate, you know, because as you get older, man, especially like I always tell people, man, unfortunately, when you know a lot of people, you're going to know a lot of people that passed too, you know?
That's true.
And as you get older, especially when you start creeping up on them 40s and shit, people start dropping like flies,
It's a weird season, bro.
You know what I mean? And it's fucking, it's eerie, man, and it sucks. Of course, it's part of life, but like for me, man, I really wake up blessed. I take it day by day, bro. Like it's hard for me to envision 20, 30 years from now because I'm just like living for the day and tomorrow and just happy to be able to wake up and to be able to come do some cool shit like this. But, you know, so tomorrow never comes for me is like, you know, I had some different titles, you know, it was like some gangster shit and it was just like, there's no meaning behind it though.
No doubt.
So I was like, yo, if somebody asked me what my album's about and the title is Don't Take It Personal, like, what the fuck do I say? You know, oh, you know, haters and make up some corny shit, right? I'm like, nah, I need this something that actually meaningful, man. So, you know, if tomorrow never comes, we got to make sure we're living and doing everything in the right way, and our name and our legacies and our kids and our wives and everyone's, you know, intact and happy and fucking thriving and doing well. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom always told me, like, when I die, God forbid, whenever that happens, but she's like, I just want to have a clean house and like all my bills paid. Yeah. And I'm like, why the fuck do you care? You're gonna be gone. But I kind of understand what she means by that. It's like you want to leave knowing you kind of left nothing undone. Yeah. And you want to know that your kids are straight and you don't have to worry about them and that they can go into the world and fend for themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. And that's just kind of like, you know, where I'm at with that title. You know what I'm saying? If tomorrow never comes, I want to make sure I'm not leaving nothing undone.
It grabbed me immediately, just as deep, you know what I'm saying? It makes you think, like, damn, bro. It's just, you know, it's got a lot of meaning behind it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does,
and it's self-explanatory.
And it's relatable for me, you know what I'm saying, which makes it important. But,
dope cover art too, man.
Shout out to Photo Docs, man. My boy Shemp. Yeah. He does all Berner shit.
Fire,
so
bro.
when I was, you know, art is honestly like one of the hardest things to get too, man, because not to say it like that, but I'm gonna say it like that. Like when you're a white rapper in hip hop, you're always a step away from looking like a fucking cornball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's just what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. So, you know, you gotta how people perceive you and how you know, one wrong look and you know, it could fucking sabotage your shit. Yeah. So I'm big and on top of that, I'm big on art in general, whether it's tattoo art, whether it's fucking imagery, album cover. Like I've been studying dope album covers since the fucking 80s, right? So I wanted my shit to be cool, and Bern was like, yo, you gotta fuck with Shemp this time, you know, and that's who's been doing all Berner's artwork for every album.
Yo, his artwork's crazy.
And his shit always has a certain, you know, a certain aesthetic to it, you know what I'm saying? Which I think it goes hand in hand with why his shit is so successful, because he don't cut corners on the videos, he don't cut corners on the art, he don't cut corners on the mixing, on the beats. It's solid all the way through. So really, I try to take a page out of his book this time around with my rollout, with how I've been doing everything. So yeah, big shout to Photo Docs on the art, man.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? Come think of it, I got to give Berner his props, bro, because when I was trying to explain to my cousins like how I want to set up the new studio, I would point to I think it's the Russell Bufalino album. When he's like at a table like this, you know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was one of the Mob albums he put out.
The last one, Arrogance is Ignorance.
No. The cover when he's at it, like it looks like he's at a social club. He got the beater on, got his chain on. He's at like a table like this, and it's dark lights, like he's about to be at a sit down. Mm-hmm. That cover.
Russell Bufalino.
I think it was Russell Bufalino, right? Or the one before that. Rico? It was Gotti. It might have been Rico. He had Gotti, Russell Bufalino, and what's the other one? He used another Mob name, right? Either way, you know what cover I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I told my partners.
Beach in Frisco or something, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, yo, I want this vibe, bro, like the fucking sit-down vibe. This is where this came from. Well, not where it came from, but like how I would explain to people, like catch the vision, bro. Look, Berner did this shit on the cover. This kind of vibe I'm going for.
This vibe is crazy, too. Yeah. It's like some real...
Yeah, sit down with the cousins, you know what I'm saying?
It's dope, man, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what we're going for.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful thing, man.
you know, I
Who you
haven't
working with on there?
Oh, who I work with on there. So, man, luckily, man, I got some bucket list features on this shit. You know
Talk
what I'm
about
saying? And I haven't put out a project in a long time, man, because I just been content with like working with Berner and shining on his shit and building up my fan base through his platform or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But this time round, I mean, not all of this shit got done within like a year or two either. Like this is music that's like things that lasted the test of time over like, you know, I don't know, 5 years worth of shit. You know,
right. Yeah,
some stuff's newer
shit.
than others.
No
but
shit. You got some old bangers on there?
I mean, things that like maybe I had the song done and I liked the song, but the beat, I had to update the beat. So everything has been touched and brought up to date, but some stuff it could be like a little older, you know, but it survived the test, you know what I'm saying? It didn't wear off over time. That's how you know it's a classic.
You got
but
some classics on there, my dude.
Yeah, I got Conway, you know, the Machine, who's like arguably one of the best rappers out right now. If you ask me, he's one of my favorites. Like of this current time, he might be like my top 1 or 2, honestly. Like maybe 1. You know what I'm saying? It's just got a certain draw to his shit. Yeah, bro, the realness of it.
The realness.
And his bars are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I got a song with Conway, Styles P, and a fellow by the name of Sayari the Kid. Super dope.
Oh yeah?
Super dope artist. Yeah, man. Like really fire.
Jada, what the
And then I got a record with Jada and Kevin Cozmo, who people don't know, but Kevin Costner's like a super legendary dude. He was doing a lot of hooks like on you know, the what was my favorite one? Usual Suspects with Ross and Nas.
Oh yeah.
Usual Suspects, the real definition of success.
Yep.
So that's Kevin Costner on those hooks back then. He's wrote, you know, Sorry Not Sorry for Jay-Z and Khaled.
No shit,
I mean,
man.
He's done some huge shit, bro.
Yeah,
I've always
snippet, bro. That track sounds like a monster, bro.
I've always been a fan of his work, and you know, and then I got Jada on there, which is self-explanatory. You know, I grew up mimicking the Locks and trying to rap like those guys my whole life. You know,
Come on, bro.
So
Talk to him, man.
for that to happen, you know, organically and the way it did was super cool, man. Because I actually ended up doing that song. Like that was the first day I ever like hung out with Jada.
That was when I texted you, right? I was like, yo, Kiss and Sack? You was like, nah, bro, I'm in L.A. That day?
Oh, nah. This was like this was like maybe a year or 2 back when I did that.
Shit.
So I've been sitting on
a
that.
Kiss track for
Hell
a year.
yeah.
Good for you, man.
Come on, man. You don't just drop that.
No.
You know?
No.
So, yeah, man. Kiss showed crazy love, bro. You know, that dude, he's one of one, man. He's a rare guy, bro. I can't stress enough.
I hear good things.
Yeah, that dude, I could never say enough, give him enough praise, bro. You know, and he says one of the lines in the song, he says, you could tell I'm real by the shit that I give away. And I'm like, man, I mean, you know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I co-sign that line, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so I got Kiss and Kevin on the song. I'm about to drop that in like 2 days.
Oh, let's go.
I got Berner and Wiz on the record, super legendary, you know. I got classic Wiz on there. Smoke DZA, my boy.
Nice. I fucks with him.
Yeah, fuck with DZA heavy.
I fucks with him.
Who am I forgetting, man? My boy Main Event, who's he's my longtime homie, man. Since way back, man. And he's a kid out of Fillmore, San Francisco, man. It's just fucking super monster with the bars, bro. More like on some lyrical hip-hop shit.
Some lyrical miracle shit.
He's my boy that I'm rooting for forever, man, and he's still pushing and doing his thing. And
that's dope. You had him on there, man.
Yeah, super solid, pure dude, man. So I had to let him shine out one time, you know.
That's beautiful.
He went crazy too, though. I didn't just. Oh, my son too, man. I got the.
Oh yeah, let's talk about your son, man.
I got the joint with my son.
Bro. That's what's up,
yeah,
man.
Don Polo. He's
That's cool, man.
He's doing his thing, man.
That's gotta be really cool for you, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man. And what's really cool is that like I'm not doing it just to do it. Like he's earning his spot, bro. Like people that know me, I won't put a whack person on my song. I don't give a fuck like who it is. Like I'm not gonna let somebody sabotage my record. You know what I'm saying? My son or not.
Not even son.
Nah. So how that happened? I had the song done. He calls me. He's like, Dad, I need some weed. I'm like, all right, I got a song there. Finish the hook. Yeah. And I'm gonna get you some weed. You know? So I come home, press play, and I'm like, yo, this shit's fire. Like, not just because it's my kid. Like, this is good. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So the more important, the dopest part about my son is that I don't just fuck with him because he's my son. I fuck with him because he's dope. You know what I'm saying? So
I love that, bro.
yeah, and
That's a
he's
beautiful
got a
thing.
lot of shit in the tuck, man. He does a lot of shit for the chicks and shit. He's a little light-skinned pretty boy, man.
That's
so
right.
He's
That's
coming.
Right.
He's
Talk your
coming.
shit, young fella.
Yeah, he's coming.
That's cool, man. I love it, man. I love it. So I know you just told me you don't really do the 5, 10, 20 years, but what does the future hold for Coz, man? What's the plan? What's the play?
You know what, man? It's a good question.
What you got
man,
for
but
us?
hopefully, man, I can, keep building with the Dubz and Cozmo and take the brands to the next level, man. Just
Okay.
keep adding value, keep doing solid business, putting out good products, keep aligning myself with dope people. As far as on the cannabis goes, we really just trying to build the brand up to as much value as humanly possible, right? I think that's everybody's goal.
Yeah.
Definitely. And hopefully one day be able to exit, with some paper.
Yeah.
You know what
Solid.
I'm saying?
Solid.
Yeah, so as far as the weed goes, on the music shit, man, I really do the music shit not for a financial gain. You know what I'm saying? It's more so just so I don't have shit left on the table, bro. Like less regret. Cause I could have done a lot more in my lifetime with the music, and so now I'm just making sure that once I get this momentum, I don't let up again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm pretty late in my life to like be searching for a rap career.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing this shit just because
Yeah.
I'm good at it. Let's feed the fans.
Of course.
Maybe it'll add value to some of our other endeavors. You know what I
Yeah, of
mean?
course.
And I get to leave some like morals behind through the music too. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope because, like I said, it's the lines that people grasp to. That they like, yo. I mean, I get crazy texts. Yo, your shit. I just played your song at my buddy's funeral yesterday or whatever.
shit,
Like I
bro.
get those kind of DMs,
That's
and I'm
ill,
like,
bro.
yeah. So I really don't feel like dope music got an age limit on it. Maybe and maybe for a record labels like, oh no, we need young kids that are gonna crash out and we can keep all the money later, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not looking for like a label or an investor. I'm gonna just build catalog because that's what I've learned. One thing from Berner is his catalog is crazy. He's got 40 something albums, bro. And I'm trying to leave some shit that my kids could eat off. Maybe I could eat off now, and then when I'm no longer around, they could eat off that shit. And obviously it ain't gonna, that's the thing with music catalogs. They're hot while you're hot. And then it's like when the generations come and you're not really relevant anymore, the catalog ain't really worth as much.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just get it while the getting is good. And I'm trying to make up for lost time. I'm trying to add to that catalog. I got like maybe 5 or 6 projects that are on iTunes. Like in the next couple years, I'm trying to have like 20.
Nice,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? I'm a big overthinker, and from here on out, I'm not overthinking no more, bro.
Yeah. Just put it out.
I'm just putting it out, building the catalog. Like this album, it's for the people to decide how great it is. But like I always say, I'm not making a masterpiece again, where I'm like spending 3 or 4 fucking years on one thing, overthinking. Like I just want to do shit, vibe out, and put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And watch the catalog grow.
That's cool,
because we're living in an era where the music is so quickly digested that people ain't hanging on to every, like, this album's a big deal for me, but for everybody else it isn't.
Yeah, because
You
it's
get
just
what I'm
another
saying?
album amongst 100 that are gonna
Give a
drop.
fuck. But
when
for
you
me,
drop
I'm
yours.
all,
You know
just
what you put into
subdued in
it.
this shit.
You know what you put into it.
Yeah, because even if nobody listen, even if 10 people listen to this shit and I don't make a penny, as long as it looks and sounds top notch and it looks expensive and sounds expensive, that's my goal.
Yeah.
I want my
cool.
shit to sound close to like a Jay-Z album or something that was done at the highest level.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've complete faith that it will be just that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I hope so, man.
Yo, it kind of, this conversation kind of reminds me when I met you, bro. Like, I had just heard, I believe it was Conglomerate with you, Berner, and Mozzie, right? And you did the hook, right? And I'm thinking like, fuck, bro, this dude got hooks, man. And I don't just give it up because I'm from the East, you know, I fucking grew up around spitters, you know what I'm saying, golden era shit. And I'm like, man, I gotta tell this guy when I meet him, bro. And then coincidentally, I fucking meet you at the Lumpies party or some shit.
Was that
I think
the
it was
first
the
time we
Lumpies,
met?
or there was some event there, right? The little cannabis cup they had there, and
Downtown.
I'll never forget. Yeah, I'll never forget, bro. The first thing you ever said to me, I handed you a jar of my Carmela, and you was like, "This is how I knew I fucked with you." You said, "Yo, this smells like a white slice from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn." I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is this guy, bro? I've never heard this said in California." I'm like, "What's your name, bro?" Cozmo. I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I know, yeah. What's up, blah 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 blah." And I was like,
my pizza history's deep too.
Yeah. So that was instant. I was like, yeah, I think I could be friends with this guy. I fucks with. I like this fucking guy. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Love you for that.
Yeah, love you for that, man. That was a cool. Whenever you can take me back home, just for a second in the conversation, just give me like a little East Coast ball breaking.
Oh man,
little East Coast. I fucking
yeah.
just love it, bro. It really helps me, man.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How'd I do, man?
Oh,
Do a little rip tip in that bad boy. You know what I'm talking about?
We got the rec tip.
Rip tip.
Oh, rip tip.
We got the rec tips right here. Shout out
Okay.
to the homie Rec. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Rec, man. Me and
That's what I
Rec got a
should've used.
project we working on too, man.
Oh, he told me.
That's my boy.
Told me, man. Yeah, spitters, man.
I met Rec when he was just fresh out of high school, bro.
Is that right? No shit.
Yeah. Came to me to do some music, man. It's been my brother ever since. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like some of my best friends and relationships have came through like music. And
That's
I
cool,
don't
bro.
I don't treat people like they're disposable. So I'm like,
No doubt.
you might
no doubt.
come to me to buy a bag of weed and we might end up going out to eat in a couple days.
Sure.
Because if somebody's solid and genuine, I keep them close. Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
of course.
you know,
good to
and
have those
Rex,
people
like
around.
I literally seen him since he was in high school to where he's
That's
at
fucking
now.
wild, bro. I didn't know you guys went back that far.
Yeah. Since
No
I first
shit.
moved out here, I was taking Rec to the, well, I wasn't, he was driving, but we would go to the city and he'd go fucking take him to Berner to the hemp center. And he was like a kid in the candy store
right.
just discovering all the new weed and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. That's cool, man.
That's my boy.
Yeah, shout out to Rec, man.
Yeah.
His episode's dropping soon, actually. Word, bro. So we're going to slide in some questions real quick, have some fun before we get up out of here, my guy.
Got it.
The people are going to want to know. First question, what should the industry know that you know and what you calling bullshit on out there, bro? Can you debunk
Okay,
any
well, I'll
cannabis
say this.
myths?
You know, everyone automatically assumes because you're in the cannabis biz that you're fucking balling, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
like,
a good one.
you know,
That's a good one.
a lot of artists and like people will reach out and want to collab, but they don't realize like it ain't an instant bag.
No,
It's
bro.
not instant ticket. Like it's
No.
not instant millions in this shit. You know what I mean? And I learned that the hard way because when I first got into the game, anyone who wanted to collab, I'd be like, yeah, let's do a collab. Let's do a collab. 'Cause
Yeah.
the collab means some fucking passive money. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a bag out of this. Let's collab.
Yeah.
Let's collab. And then I start slowing down. Like, hold on, bro. Like, not everybody's eating like that off this shit. And even for me, like when artists or athletes be like, "Cos, my boy knows fucking whoever, fucking George Foreman. And he wants to do a strain," and I'd be like,
Oh, man.
bro, it's not an instant bag like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So a lot of these rappers that want to get into this shit and be like, yo, I want a strain. And these brands will do it.
Risky one, man.
But then, you know, I don't like to, like, I like to keep my relationships intact. So I don't want to, like, jeopardize a fallout.
Yeah.
You be promising these guys, they think your first drop, they're going to make thousands and hundreds of thousands. Then they see what the numbers are like and they like, oh, this ain't really it. So my thing is that it's like, you know, everyone thinks just because the brand is a brand and you can get it in the store that it's worth millions and everyone's making crazy money off it. And it's like, bro, the shit is expensive, man. You know, the weed costs, the packaging costs, the distro's taking a nice chunk out of your shit. You know, it ain't.
Yep.
It's a beautiful industry.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
But it's not. And I'm not just speaking like saying we're doing bad because we do good. I'm just saying from the general perspective of like, say, a rapper who wants to collab with a weed brand, he's thinking this big dough, and it's not always the case, man.
The community
you know?
don't give a fuck about that, bro.
Yeah.
They don't really care about that rapper shit.
Nah,
Like,
they don't give a fuck, and that's
Nah.
what I tell people, bro. You go in the store and you see Michael Jordan on a fucking weed jar. It's like, I'll buy the shoes. I'm not buying his weed, though.
Straight up.
You know? And so I think that's a big misperception, is that people think these artists, celebrity collabs are just going to fucking do well and they're made of money. And it's like, bro, like you just said, no artist I'm smelling the weed. I don't give a fuck if it's in a fucking tinfoil. Like, I'm taking this over that if it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about how fancy this shit is, who's behind it, if fucking, you know, if whatever's name is
We're
on
like,
it.
who grew it?
What
facility? What
does
batch?
it smell like? What does it taste like? Because I'm big on taste. Like, if something,
Same.
I always tell people, like, you know, it's like food. Like, McDonald's will fill you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some green crack could get you high, but did you really have a pleasant experience smoking that shit and tasting it? It's like, you know, you go to a Japanese restaurant, you might leave out of there hungry when you leave because, you know, you ate light, but it was a fucking experience and the shit tasted good.
Yeah.
So with that being said, sometimes I don't go for the strongest strain. I like the shit I could smoke, taste, and I could still function through my day.
Doubt.
I got a feeling this is like that non-functionable shit you just rolled me.
All right, bro. That's it. I wasn't gonna say that, but that's some triple
That's why I
there.
roll myself some Skittles.
Maybe smoke the Skittles first.
Yeah,
and
because
then double back on that.
I mean, Skittles my favorite strain, but I can function on
same.
this shit. You know.
You know what I did? I mixed the two. That's a really nice blend. The Lindy with the Skittles. That's what I did right here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, a little 1-2. How you doing?
Nice.
You know what I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good blend that I've discovered in my travels. Right. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, here you go, pal. All right. Fire that hog up. What's up, fam? Just want to take a quick second to shout out one of my sponsors, the Stays Preserve. Complete vacuum seal with a built-in vacuum pump. Maintains shelf life and quality and aroma of your bud. With total odor protection, it's got a carbon filter to absorb all the smell. It's waterproof, UV proof, perfect for travel. Not to mention, it's got a joint holder inside as well. So, half the can, keep your joints fresh. The other half, keep your buds fresh. So if you're trying to travel with your cannabis and keep things fresh, go ahead and grab a Stays, because everything stays fresh. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. So what are your check boxes for quality cannabis, Mr. Coz?
I mean, nowadays, my check boxes or just what the check boxes are these days?
No, for you. If you're procuring cannabis for your brand, go.
Oh, for the brand? Well, it's got to check all the boxes. Now, if I'm something for
what are the boxes? What are your boxes?
Okay, the boxes are bag appeal.
Okay.
Taste. Testing. Does it test good? And, well, it's got to burn white.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's got to burn white.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, and then something like, now it's tough when you're building a brand, right? Because
sure is.
I always tell people it's like you want to grab things that you stand behind and that you love, and it's hard when you're a fucking weed snob. Not everyone's going to love what you love. Yeah. So it's like, do I just sit here and just sell people Skittles and fucking 41s and sherbs and the shit that I like all day? Yeah. Or do, if I have a deli and Kaz like salami sandwiches, do I only sell the salami sandwich? Or do I like diversify my menu and make sure there's some shit on there for the people? Because the people that are going in these dispensaries, bro, they're not like me and you to the degree where they're that picky and they only want LCGs or they only want this. It's like some people like some shit that we don't like. They might want some super silver haze or, you know what I mean? Just something that's not a designer profile, So I try to get out of my own way a little bit. Yeah. Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to be stuck with what you like. And it's like, damn, not everybody's going to love that. So I try to think from a business point of view. Yeah. But
it goes back to the saying, man, it ain't what you like, it's what they like. And if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to play it like that.
There you go. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? What's your why, bro? Why you do it, man? I have a feeling I know why. But like
why do I do
life, what gets you going? What pushes you? What gets you out of bed and fucking doing the multiple things that you do?
I mean,
What's
you
your
know
why?
what, bro? I look at people that I know that didn't make it as far,
Yeah.
or that just aren't financially fit, or that might be in jail or might be dead. And it's just like, hey, man, I got people counting on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a family to feed. I got a legacy to live behind. You know, I got friends that need my help. My why is really, you know, my why is to leave my legacy intact and make sure my name is mentioned at the highest degree of like honor and respect and fucking solidness. You know what I'm saying?
That's respect, bro.
That's really my why, and to leave my kids off in a way better place than where I started. You know what I'm saying? And my mom always told me, look, Cos, you know, you can't change the world, but you can make it better for the people around you and the people that are close to you. And that's all I try to do, man. My why is to just, you know, spread love, work hard, do solid business. You know what I mean? Leave my kids in a good spot and, you know, link with as many good, like-minded people as possible. Definitely, touch some people, you know, leave some footprints in the sand, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Leave the trail behind, bro. And
that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
That's good pizza.
Yeah. It's not money driven. You know what I'm saying? The money's extra. The money's a way to keep track of how you're doing. You know, because if you're not making money, you're obviously not moving forward like you should be. But I mean, the money, no amount of money would make me sacrifice my morals and shit, bro. I'm talking no millions, no nothing, bro. I'd die broke before I fucking, you know,
same, man.
Fuck my name up over some paper or some lame shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, bro. Let's switch gears, bro. What's a weird skill or life hack you care to share with us?
Yeah.
What you got over there? What you got in the arsenal?
Croutons, bro.
Croutons.
I make fire croutons, bro.
Didn't see that one coming, pal.
I make fire croutons, bro, from the pizza shop back in the day.
Oh, let's
See,
go.
we didn't even get into the pizza shop shit.
Let's talk about it, man. Come on.
My first job was a pizza shop.
I'm supposed to ask you that. First job, bro. Tell me about it, bro.
My first job was a pizza shop
like
in
a
Fairfax.
fucking gentleman.
Garangelli's Pizza,
shop.
man. You know, we making the dough from scratch. It ain't like Round Table. It's a restaurant. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, talk your
so
shit.
we're making the dressings. We're making the dough. You know, you gotta fucking ball the dough up.
Ball the dough,
You put it on the tray. You put the oil on it, then you wrap it and you let it proof.
Yep.
Because you know you get when you get a busy, you get a rush hour and you're making pizzas, and whoever didn't proof the fucking dough right, and you gotta stretch that shit when it's a rush. Yo, them guys would be your workers, co-workers be like, who the fuck did this dough?
Yeah.
You know, and be like, oh shit, I did. They're like, oh, this shit keeps ripping. You gotta let that shit out, let it poof up, weigh it. You gotta weigh each one. But in the process, you know, the salads at the spot used to be fire, and we used to have to make the ranch and the Caesar from scratch.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
bro.
from scratch.
How the fuck you
mayonnaise,
make ranch, bro?
Oil,
Let's talk about ranch.
Mayonnaise and oil.
That's it.
Mayonnaise, oil, and the packet.
Oh, it's a ranch powder flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the Hidden Valley
it.
Ranch packet,
Never
oil
thought
and
to ponder
mayonnaise,
that.
bro. I think there might be something else, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
So the Caesar, you know, that shit got anchovies. I would always leave that shit out.
Oh, you're not an anchovy guy?
I'm leaving that out every time. So my ranch, my shit, no, none of that.
None of that.
Nah.
Get that shit out of here.
But so we used to do croutons, man,
Okay.
and I don't cook much, right? Like I can cook anything that could go in the oven, not on top.
You're a baker.
Yeah, I'm a baker.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, we need those.
So I'm not a cooker, because anything that goes on top of the stove, like in a pot, like mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, I can't make none of that shit.
It's not happening.
Nah.
Okay.
But my crouton game is fire,
Forget
bro.
about it.
Ask, like, people know, Berner knows. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we should bag these up, Coz's croutons.
Damn, Coz's croutons.
Maybe I do a strain, right?
You feel me? Oh, there you go.
So the thing is there's a skill to croutons, bro. Like, my croutons are a fucking meal within themselves.
Can you give the game or no? Or are we keeping
Off
that tough?
camera.
Off camera. Sorry, guys.
I'll give you the game.
Patreon,
you come through.
You're going to have to pay.
But like my chicken Caesar salads are like restaurant status.
Dude, I love chicken Caesar. Good chicken Caesar salad, bro.
My shit's restaurant status.
Do you know where I could get one around here? A good chicken Caesar?
Jack's.
Jack's? Really? Urban Eats?
Decent.
Jack's?
It's not.
Okay.
The chicken, you might just, it's kind of like bland. You know, they don't really season that shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But my croutons, it's like 10 ingredients going to the motherfucker.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know 10 ingredients could go on croutons. That's wild, son.
Man.
Damn, bro.
My shit is serious.
You got my attention, my friend.
You have a bowl and you just eat them like that.
Oh, yeah, straight
like
up, bro.
snack.
That's the best part, man. It's all my fucking kids do. Eat the goddamn croutons.
Yeah, so that's,
fucking
I'm sure I got some other ill skills, but
no,
that's the
good.
most legit one. Yeah.
That's good, bro.
I'm coming for Food Boss. You know Food Boss, right?
Oh, Food Boss is so cool. Yo, Berner does the illest videos with
that's
him, bro.
my guy.
That was crazy. Were you there?
Yeah, I
you guys
was
did
there.
That video? Oh, my God, bro. Like, yo.
My boy Tone Patron actually linked that up.
Fucking legend, bro.
Nah, he's
fact
fire.
That you guys got to go there and he's just whipping plates. Is he really like? He's really like that in the kitchen.
His food.
I feel like that's his Monday.
His garlic bread, the best garlic bread I've ever had in my life. No denying. But croutons, I'm coming for him.
Yo,
so
man.
Next time I see him, I want to have a crouton battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But his garlic bread, bro.
Hey, maybe let me know when that time is, bro. If I'm on that side, I might.
Let me get up on the show.
Through.
Let's get up on the show.
I love that, bro. I love that, man.
I'll
that
link
guy's
you guys up.
beast,
You might have to do it out there. Make it easy for him.
We'll take him to Growing Up Italian Studio. I got the studio in Brooklyn, whatever I want, man. Shout out to Sabino. You know what I'm saying? My cugina out in Brooklyn. Yeah, man, it's good, bro. I got my spot for New York.
Yeah, so look. So that pizza shop, I worked there for a while. I walked out. Every job I ever had, I never left for 2 week notice. My shit's always spurred.
You did the Irish exit on everyone.
I'm Irish exit. Yeah, I like that. Everyone. So,
did you call them, text them? No, they can't even reach you. Oh,
nah,
damn,
we were arguing
savage,
about
bro.
something, and I'm like, I'm out, you know. But every job I had, I always sold weed out of every pizza shop.
Oh yeah, same.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I used to leave it in the trash in the bathroom and be like, go in there, it's in the trash can in the bathroom, you know. And then they get hip and they be like, yo, you can't do this anymore here, man. And I'd be like, all right, I'm going to the next one.
Yeah.
So then I went from there, from Garangelli's Pizza. That was one of the ones that got shut down for fucking selling dope back in the days in Fairfax. Yeah. So then I went to another one. Then I went to this Roma Pizza. This real Italian guy was a fucking dick, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he was such an asshole. I walked out on him. And then my last one I had was Brooklyn Pizza. It was in the canal in San Rafael. It was actually a fire spot. But they kept switching my schedule on me, man. And I'm like, I'm not feeling this,
Don't
right?
work for a young player.
Nah. So I had a date and fucking, I remember like, man, I could go to work or I can go meet this chick. And I'm like,
what are you going to do?
Fuck this place, right? The guy calls me, Ricardo. He goes, Cozmo, I need you just for Thursday, man. For the, we got to make the schools for the pizza.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll be there, right? And so I go into work. He's not there, but I go to get my check early because they got a check. I'm fucking dressed up, my fade. I'm like going like I'm about to go to a club.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what's going on? So as I'm driving out, my boy Ricardo's driving in like this, and he's like, and I'm like, oh shit. And I just keep going, man. They had another check. I don't even think I ever went back to get the
Ricardo
second
was
check.
giving you that check, bro.
Nah, Ricardo was pissed, bro. Cozmo, the same guy. Cozmo, you gotta quit selling this shit out of here. The old man, he knows. And I'd be like,
we don't make enough, Ricardo. What are you gonna do?
So
I used to do the same shit. You see the ceiling boards? The back door, it's right, like a strip mall. I used to put the weed and whatever else I was selling, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My homies know too. All my homies that see this, they gonna know. Like, that's why my boys back home, they see these interviews, they're like, yo, you kept it real. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Talk shit. Y'all all gonna see this shit.
I'm not a good liar, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah, bro. What's your let's go to the we gotta know what's your favorite 3 strains of all time, man. We're gonna go one old school, one new school, and a desert island strain you stuck on the island.
Of all time? So my favorite strain from the old school?
Yeah.
Skunk.
All right.
Skunk weed, man. It was the funkiest shit.
Easy
it was
breezy.
Like what OG was in the 90s, like late 90s. Like when, the only thing that had that coffee funk, like you couldn't hide. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The real skunks.
That's come up. That's come up before.
Yeah, my mom used to have that. You know what I mean?
I bet she
we
did,
used
man.
To steal, like, my mom was known for having the best weed in my neighborhood, and everyone would come steal. Like, my friends ended up stealing from my mom and shit, stealing her weed. It was so good.
Jesus. With permission from you?
No.
Wow.
One of my boys just stole my mom's shit one time. But she was known for having the shit. You know what I mean? And honestly,
lit,
bro, I don't even know what it had to be skunk because it was lime green. It was like the OG of the 80s. You know what I mean? And
Are we talking 80s, 90s, early 90s?
Late 80s, early 90s,
Damn,
bro. Yeah, you got to think. Like I started smoking when Cypress Hill came out, so that tape came out in 91. I was smoking probably a year or two before that. So
Which
like,
tape? The first one?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit came out in 91.
Remember Temples of Boom, bro?
What that came out?
Second one?
Second one, yeah.
I got suspended from 7th grade for getting busted with weed, and we were playing that day, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, this is life.
Yeah.
Let me be real. I'm going to tell him that, bro. I was like, yo, you.
No, I got a crazier story than that. I'll tell you off the camera, but about the Cypress Hill tape. But yeah, I credit them, you know, for bringing weed and making weed cool and hip hop and shit.
For sure,
People didn't like it when I said that, but that was just from my time frame. What I saw through my eyes at that era was you know, in the 80s, you had rappers really rapping against weed. It was the big say no to drug.
Yeah.
You're headed for self-destruction. You
KRS
had
One was on
Dr.
that.
Dre talking about, you know, don't smoke Buddha or cess because it's known to give a brother brain damage. You know, like, you know, even for me at that time, like I always looked at weed like it was some rocker, like white boy stoner shit, you know, like it wasn't really a rapper thing, you know, and I was so caught in I was following whatever the rappers did at that time.
Yeah, of course.
So
bro. Of course.
when Cypress Hill came and they had the bucket hat and they did the High Times, How to Roll a Blunt magazine, they had a article in one of the first High Times. It was How to Roll a Blunt, and it was Be Real walking you step through step on how to roll a blunt and shit. And I had a homie named New York who was obviously from New York. He was from Brooklyn, Italian kid. He was the first one I ever seen roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, you know, late 80s. It had to be early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Riddle me this: Redman or Be Real?
Be Real.
Who did it first?
Be Real.
Because you know the song How to Roll a Blunt.
Be
What
Real.
came out first? Be Real? No
91.
shit.
Redman 92.
No
I don't know
shit.
who was with the blunts first, but I'll tell you
But
this.
as far as like getting it out there.
Be Real on 91, sawed off shotgun, puff another blunt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, isn't that what he was saying in that? Sawed off shotgun,
fuck yeah.
puff another blunt.
Sipping on a 40, puffing on a blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was 91. Redman's first song came out in 92. I had to go do my homework because so many people were coming for me about the shit.
There it
you know
is,
what I'm
bro.
saying? So, yeah, like Run
That's
DMC.
sick,
Somebody
bro.
was like, yo, Run DMC had this lyric in 83. I'm like, yeah, but Run DMC made you want to wear Adidas, not smoke weed,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Cypress Hill was like, when I was in junior high, that came out, and that's
bro.
when everyone starts smoking weed is in junior high for
they
the
made it
most
super
part.
cool.
So that was
Definitely
like,
made it super cool to smoke weed, bro.
yeah, that was the most, you know, like made me want to smoke.
Yeah.
Was like Cypress Hill because I was into rapping, and before that, like I was embarrassed of my mom smoking. Like I was a little embarrassed of the shit. Wasn't a, you know, like my homie Tim Dog and these guys were smoking way early, and I'm like at home and seeing my mom and smelling it in the house, and like kids would come over, and I was more like kind of embarrassed of it, honestly, for a while, you know, until about 7th, 8th grade, and then I was like,
bro.
oh, my mom smokes. Oh, you're the coolest kid in the world now.
Yeah,
you know?
I was automatically cool.
And
now,
then I
you
had
know
my
what I'm saying?
homeboy Cassidy down the street. He used to fucking steal from his dad and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had all these kids who
Yeah,
had
bro.
parents that was smoking, and
Absolutely, man.
we'd all fucking
Yeah, bro.
we'd
That's
all
how I
steal.
started
We'd
selling
all
weed,
steal
bro.
from our parents and meet up.
Yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Yeah, man. My cousin Anthony used to steal from his father, Kevin. He used to bring it in. That's how I started selling weed. A stolen pack from Uncle Kev. You know what I'm saying? $quarter pound.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, back at it.
Second.
Second.
Sorry.
You're good. We'll chop that up.
Yeah. Second.
Desert Island. What you chilling
Man,
on
I'm
the
bringing,
island with,
honestly, bro, I'm bringing that coconut horchata, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie
I
to
can
you.
see that.
I'm not going to
Fire
lie
strain.
to you.
Fire
I'm not
strain.
even being biased.
I'm not even gassing you because you're on my show. It's fire.
I'm not even being biased because it's ours, bro. I'm saying what I would take with me if I had nothing else. Obviously, like, I love the Skittles. It's probably my favorite. Skittles is my favorite shit, right?
For sure.
But if I'm stranded on an island, I'm taking the cocoa because the kick is a little heavier.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like not gonna wear off. Like you can smoke that shit every day and not feel like you need anything else.
And wild flavor.
The
wild
terps
flavor.
is insane, bro. So I'm taking the cocoa on the island.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
It's got an island vibe too.
Yeah, the coconut. You know
like
what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Come
There
on.
you go.
And then let's talk about Something new you fucking with.
Something new.
I know there's a lot to choose from. Just random. You don't gotta put much thought in it.
What do I really love? Something new.
And people have said Skittles for something new. I know it's not super new, but it's semi-new.
As far as, so what's
Skittles.
the question for the third one?
Something new you fucking with. Just something new.
Just something new?
Something that's out now that you're fucking with. And Skittles is an acceptable answer.
I know, I'm just trying to get more creative because I've already stressed how much I love Skittles.
Everybody does,
I'm just trying to
bro.
see if there's something else.
That's all they talk about when I ask this question.
Skittles is probably I favor Skittles over just about anything. But third one, man, something new. I like but all the things I would name would just be like crosses and phenos of Skittles anyways. So I'm going to say Skittles, bro. Let's give my boy his props. Shout out to Fields and Tony.
Shout out to Fields and Tony, yeah. And John Doe.
And there you go.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
If you could smoke with two people, one that's dead, one that's still with us, who would they be?
Ooh, shit. Dead Bob Marley, man.
Solid.
One that's still with us?
Safe.
Man, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm
going to. It's your truth, bro.
Yeah. No, but I don't want to say. I'm thinking, okay, so if I could smoke with anybody in the world right now,
a lot of people go comedians when they say that. Just gotta open up your mind a little bit.
Okay.
And even
maybe a Dave Chappelle then.
There you go.
That's better than saying like a rapper. Yeah,
no, that's good. That's good.
I fuck with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Tell me about a good pizza joint I could find to eat some pizza.
Where?
Geez, fucking California, bro. Shoot.
Oh, shit.
Tell him, please.
California.
You got a spot for me, pal?
Where? I got a couple, but where?
Within a couple, I can
like
fucking
Frisco?
drive there, yeah.
Okay, Frisco, there's a little hole-in-the-wall spot you would like. It's a thin slice.
Okay.
It's called Aranelli's.
Aranelli's. I've never heard of this spot. Okay.
They had one in Berkeley. I don't know if it's small. It's like you take it to go. Like they got a little bar.
It's my style, baby.
Yeah, it's like
my style.
It's small, bro.
And I get a fucking slice and they're going to break my balls with a whole pie?
No, there's slices.
Okay, thank you.
There's slices there.
That pisses me off,
Big
bro.
slices.
We're already
thin.
striking out.
We're
when I
gonna
walk
go.
in there, I gotta
we'll
get
make a
pie.
trip to the city. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you because it's that fire.
Yo, I'll bring Rube, man. We'll do a fucking pizza review. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So Aranelli's is fire in Frisco. Lately, man, people, that don't really know, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about? But right here in Vacaville, bro, Amici's. It's a chain. It's like a chain, and it's been around. And
I fuck with Amici's. I've been there.
So this one in Vacaville, you just get if you like pepperoni or cheese, bro, it's really fucking good. It's not heavy. It's not a ton of shit. They do it in the wood oven or whatever.
Right? The
wood oven.
Wood oven, yeah. Wood oven, yeah.
Yeah, so you get the nice black
flavor.
crispy crust.
Yep.
Yeah, Michi's, man. Sack.
Now let's talk sack because there's only a couple.
The one is all right.
Medici's actually okay, bro.
Medici's
it's
is
a Napolitan pie, bro.
Yeah.
My man Ruben put me on that spot.
Yeah, what you fuck with it?
I fuck with it. I was fronting on it too.
I
wanted to front on it. I was like,
good.
The fuck is a Medici's, bro? All right, let's try this shit out. And I'm eating. I'm kind of mad eating it, waiting to talk some shit. I'm like, damn, this shit's all right, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The croutons was whack though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The croutons.
Got the salad. She was whack.
You gotta fuck with my croutons.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'll tell you, you know what a sleeper is?
Huh?
You want a sleeper?
Hit me.
Whole Foods.
Nah.
The hot section.
Stop.
Oh, and they got the frozen margarita, bro. That's like a fucking.
It's
the best oven pizza you've ever had in your life. It's the best.
Whole Foods, bro.
Whole Foods. Their pizza is fire.
You can get pork roll at Whole Foods too.
Bro, don't go to the hot bar and get all that fucking that diet chicken and all the other shit they sell. Diet
chicken.
It's like, I don't want no damn diet chicken.
Fuck diet chicken. That sounds
so
shitty.
Look, but the pizza slices from the hot spot and the fucking frozen margarita, bro, I swear to God, you will trip out. I buy them for my kids all the time. It's the best oven pizza you will get in California.
I'll try it out.
For sure.
I'll try it out.
You will not be mad.
Hell yeah, man. And shout out to my sponsor, Anonimo. They sponsored our podcast. We get a pie every week now.
Okay. Well,
check out Anonimo.
Yeah, put us up on some good pizza shit.
So it's Sack, Anonimo, Giovanni's, and Pizza Supreme Bean.
I've never been to any of these places.
Oh, yeah, we'll go, bro. We'll go. I'll take you around. And then
I can't eat a lot. Maybe a slice or two, man.
That's all you need, 2 slices. Keep it moving. And then in San Francisco, I fuck with Tony's. Tony's Napolitano. You ever eat there?
No.
Fire, bro. This guy's world renowned.
Really?
He's like a fucking pizza teacher.
Really?
You know what I mean? Real pizza. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
for real. Yep. So now we're gonna shout out your favorite plug from back in the day, bro. Who was your favorite plug, bro? Who took care of you? You don't have to mention his government name.
Fuck that. I should mention his name. My boy B, man. He knows who he is, man.
Okay.
My boy B. We just gonna say B, man, because
Shout out to B.
I'll tell you what, man. B was the first one to put some. My boy Sekou, he passed away. He put the brown weed in my hand in like junior high, you know. But my boy B,
He showed you the light.
in high school, zips of good weed. It led to more, led to a lot more, you know? And aside of that, he's just the fucking realest, most stand-up fucking human being I know.
Oh, that's
Put it
great,
like
man.
this. If I had to leave my money with one person and say, just do what's best for me, that's who I do it with. He's like,
Wow.
it's my boy, man. He's like a second dad. You know what I'm saying? He's
Wow,
the
no
realest,
shit, man.
the realest
That's dope,
motherfucker
bro.
ever.
You still in contact with him?
Hell yeah.
So listen, on June 16th is National Plug Day. Lace him up, bro.
Yeah?
I'm saying?
What do I do?
You get him a fucking cup of coffee, shoot him $20, get him a joint.
Oh,
You know, nothing
okay.
crazy. Just
Okay,
let him know.
just bless
I
him.
appreciate you, bro. Here, this is for you. For taking care of me for all these years.
There you go.
June 16th. It's Pac's birthday, if you forget. My birthday,
Oh.
too. So you want to throw me
Oh,
something.
that's
cool.
fire, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plug Day.
Shout to B, man.
Shout out to B, man.
Love you, boy.
Yeah, thanks for taking care of my cousine.
Yes, sir.
Nice, bro. So now we're gonna get a little deeper side of the questions, man. Let's talk about what's the hardest thing you ever had to overcome in your life, bro? How'd you get through it? Let's give the people some game.
Insecurities, man.
Yeah.
It's just self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? Self-doubt. Being in my head like a lot, like coming out and doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like
It takes a lot, man.
public speaking and things like that. It's just, man, I've been smoking good weed for so long. Like, I'm talking with no breaks, no days off,
Yeah,
unless I was
same,
like
bro.
terminally ill in the hospital or something.
Yeah.
Like, that I think the weed I just smoked for so long, it just paralyzed me mentally on like certain like social levels and like just putting myself out there like more and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
And so for me, yeah, bro, I just say the biggest thing I had to overcome was myself, bro. The self-doubt, my head, me being in my head, man.
How'd you do it, man?
I'm still doing it.
You still
I'm
doing it.
it
Work
right
in
now.
progress, baby.
We doing it right now.
That's right, bro.
So
Love it.
I'm still doing it, man. And
It's cool, man.
it's crazy because I see my son who like suffers with a little. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking handsome kid. Like, you're a pretty boy. Like, what do you gotta be worried about? Like, I was always insecure because I looked funny or whatever whatever you thought.
Whatever
you know
it
what I'm
was,
saying?
right? Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you gotta worry about? Like, and I feel like we're living in the age of like this anxiety generation.
Yeah,
Where
I don't know
when we
what
were
this
young,
is.
anxiety wasn't a word. That was just I got too high.
Yeah.
Back then anxiety was, I got too high, I'm tripping out. We didn't know it was anxiety.
No. We had no one to talk to about it.
You know what I mean?
You got made fun of. You know what I'm saying? With your friends.
Yeah, like I'm having a panic attack. I used to do that Granddaddy Purple. Used to get me too fucking high, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be in a studio session, all these people, and I get too high. I'd be like, bro, I'll be right back. I go walk around the block and like, oh man.
Get your mind right real quick.
Dude.
Yeah, get your life back together.
Yeah, I tell my son, like, bro, you don't got nothing to be trip off. But it's me telling him that at 40-something years old that took me this long to get there. So everybody's journey's different.
It is.
Everybody, I always tell people, everybody got a different aspect of life figured out earlier than the next person. You might be great at this, and I might be great at this, but I might lack in this where you're killing it. Of
course.
So,
of course.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. How about a mentor you care to shout out that had a huge impact on your life, bro?
Let's shout out my boy One Drop Scott, man.
Ooh, what a good name.
Yeah.
One Drop Scott.
One Drop Scott.
Yes, he sounds like he gets the fucking job done.
He's the guru. Talk about,
name like that, you kidding me?
He's a guru, man, and he's just the fucking most talented dude. He just took me around when I was a kid, brought me to the studio, showed me how to make beats better than I already was. Just the greatest influence of a human, what a dope human should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his musical fucking background and his fucking history and, you know, I mean, he was dating Sheila E. and fucking, you know, in the 80s and shit, bro. Like, you know, playing congas and timpanis and steel drums
that's tight.
in fucking bars when he was 13 and 14 or whatever. However, you know, underage. Don't quote me, but underage because he was that dope.
Yeah.
You know,
like a very cultured fella.
Bro, the illest. And not only that, just, you know, comes from a ill, like, family tree. His pops was one of the biggest like blaxploitation actors, black actors back in like the 70s and 80s. He's in New Jack City. He was the police chief.
Oh no
Bring
shit.
me Nino Brown. That was his pops.
Shit.
You've seen him in a lot of shit.
No kidding.
Yeah, so but yeah, man.
That's cool, bro.
You know, he just like with my music shit and like my production, and he'd always just bring me everywhere with him, man. We'd be in some crazy places, bro, you know, and some shady places and some dope places too. But I mean, we'd be driving my yellow Volvo around, you know.
Volvo, huh?
Yeah, I had a yellow Volvo.
Getting low in the yellow Volvo.
We would drive my little yellow Volvo around, bro, and I remember we'd have to like take change from, you know, one of the studios we'd be working at to fill it up. You know, we was struggling together.
Y'all got it from the mud.
Hell yeah.
You goddamn right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's still grinding.
Whoever you was digging through change jars with was definitely on your come up.
Bro, we digging through change jars, bro. We busting down, you know, $100 with each other, selling, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was older than me, but already like super respected and
no doubt.
in the music shit, you know. And he's still doing his thing to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, my boy.
Damn, bro. That reminded me of one of my first mentors, man. My brother Ills, man. He was like 6 months younger than me, but he was raised by two older brothers that were like, you know, super gangster. You know what I'm saying? North New Jersey, like, and he used to spit and rap, and like he used to make me rap. You know what I mean? I never rapped before. He used to make me rap because he just wanted somebody to rap with. And Puerto Rock wasn't rapping. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got me and all, like, taught me everything about hip hop, and like this dude's fucking hip hop brain was so extensive because his older brothers like. Type of shit like call Hot 97 every day so you could freestyle, and like he finally got through to one day and he spit a wild verse when he was like 5. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, like super ahead of his time, man, and just like put me on to so much shit, bro. Put me on to so much shit. And we unfortunately had an untimely demise. He was 18. I was 19. It was like my first major L in life, you know, but that's cool, man. Like how you was moving around with him, your mans, that reminded me of that, bro. Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah. It's very cool.
I miss those days too.
Me too, bro. Shit. Me too. We didn't have shit, bro, but it was the best. Looking back, you had it all. You had fucking all. You had the world by the balls, bro. You didn't even fucking know it.
Yep.
You were just trying to rush through this life shit. Get somewhere else where you thought it was gonna be different. But guess what? Wherever you go, there you are. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Wherever you go, you move, a different age. You know, hopefully you adapt and become a different, better human in the later seasons and shit. But you know. Wherever you go, there you are. Hit me with the best advice and the worst advice somebody ever gave you, in no particular order. Fuck. I feel like I should prep people for this question prior to.
All right.
I was about to, and I forgot. When I see you downstairs, my bad, bro.
Fuck, man. The worst advice? Damn, I don't know. I'm stunned. Now I'm high because I done smoked half this
good,
blunt.
Bro. You good?
Let me figure this out.
Let me give you not a hint, but maybe a suggestion. It's usually, the answers I get are usually the fucking easiest, simple. It's always the simple shit. My man said don't go for it. It's the worst advice someone ever gave me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I guess the best advice that I like that rings with me is I heard from Steve Lobel. I think, I forget exactly what it was, but it's something to like, don't ask, like, you know, for permission, you know, or like something to that degree, you know. It's like, don't ask for permission, just do it and worry about what happens later or something like that. Him and Berner, they got the saying that they was throwing around that kind of resonated with me as far as like, it just that inspires me because I know how they move and like how successful they are and like how much shit they get done. So Yeah, it was something like,
Something
the
that,
saying they say,
it's better to
ask for forgiveness.
ask for forgiveness.
Yeah,
than,
to ask for permission.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was something to that degree.
Yep.
I like that one because
Yeah,
I'm
it's a good
so
one.
passive. You know what
Okay,
I
I
mean?
got
To
you,
where
got
I'm
you.
like, oh, like I won't be super aggressive on
No
shit.
doubt. No
So
doubt.
that one resonates with me because I'm like, yo, I could actually apply that and borrow
Hell yeah.
that, and that could help me.
Definitely, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know Steve LaBelle? Have you met him and chilled with him and shit?
Big time. That's
No
my
doubt.
brother.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool, man.
he's the greatest.
Yeah, he's ill,
I mean,
bro.
come on,
What
you
a
hang out with
fucking-
Steve for too
Yeah.
long, you're gonna start
gonna rub
opening
off
up
on you.
businesses.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that know him, man. They have the greatest
Yeah.
things to say of him. He's a legend. That I've always
Nah,
followed.
man, it's like, man,
I've always followed him. You know what I'm saying?
can't say enough good things
Big
about
respect.
Steve.
Would love
bro.
to get him on the show. Damn,
he,
bro.
He shows me a lot of love and support, man,
Yeah.
genuinely, man, and I'm like always blown away by it, and like grateful to
fucking
have
awesome,
a dude
bro.
like that I could call on too.
Yeah, how
he's
about
a
that?
mentor without being a mentor. He's
How
just
about that?
like he's a mentor to anyone that'll listen to him. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
He can just exist in your presence and
yeah,
get
he just
schooled. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
That's tight, bro.
yeah.
That's tight. If you could go back to the young you before you jumped off the porch, what would you tell you? Like right before you jumped in the game. Young Cos.
It's cool to be cool. It's nice
I like
to be
that.
nice. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
Said
It's
from
cool.
a cool motherfucker,
It's
man.
cool to be cool because
Oh,
I always
yeah.
thought it was cool to be dumb and like cool to be mean
Yeah,
and like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So because in high school, I'm sure there was so many kids that was around that are probably popping and like
Yeah.
doing shit now in the real world that I
Yeah.
should have stayed close to
Yeah.
and I didn't.
Yeah.
Because my crowd was going a different route for whatever reason,
Yeah.
And I always look back and think about high school, like, damn, there's probably so many motherfuckers from my high school that's killing it. Well, I went to end up at a continuation school, probably not my continuation school,
yeah,
but
no
like
doubt.
my original high
No
school.
doubt.
you
No
know?
doubt. No, I feel
So
that.
there's a lot of people that are like super
It's cool to be
successful
cool.
and killing
It's
it.
nice to be nice. Put that on a shirt, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Put that on the next Lacage drop, man. That's a cool saying, man.
it's cool to be
I
cool.
like it. It's cool to be cool. So now before we wrap up, I'm gonna hit you with some rapid fire questions. All right? And then we'll get up out of here. One word answers. Try to keep them one word.
Okay.
Do you like to smoke in the hot or the cold?
What does that mean?
The hot weather or the cold weather?
Oh, shit.
What would you prefer?
Cold.
Cold? Joints or blunts? I figured.
Blunts,
Bongs or bowls?
bongs.
You dab?
Not really.
Not really.
Not big.
Okay, we're gonna skip
Go ahead.
that one.
What
All right, rig or Puffco?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck all that. Street smarts or book smarts?
Street smarts.
Street smart. Batman or Superman?
Damn. Fuck.
I love how this stumps my guess.
Oh,
Fucking Batman or Superman. It's always the superheroes, bro.
I'm gonna say Superman, bro.
Okay,
That's Superman, dog.
all right.
Come on.
Haze or sour?
Which haze?
You know what we talking about, bro.
That haze?
Yeah, Piff.
Haze.
Piff? Okay.
Yeah. If it's
Okay.
the real haze.
Yeah, of course, of course. Nas or Hove?
Nas.
Ether or Takeover?
Ether.
My fucking guy. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I could do this kind of homework. We could do this.
Yeah, I know. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Regular doinks or hash holes? Blunts.
Blunts. Fuck, man. Hash holes.
Hash holes? All
Yeah.
right.
Why not?
Why not? Pass that shit, I'm smoking this to the face.
Smoke. Pass it.
Pass it?
Yeah, I like to interact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Favorite Ninja Turtle?
Donatello.
Nice.
Yeah.
80s or 90s?
Fuck, that's a cold one. 90s.
NorCal or SoCal?
Man, I'm from Northern Cali, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
Pizza-
shout to Southern Cali.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Pizza with pineapples or no pineapples?
I mean, I eat it. I don't get it. I don't order it like that, though. So, yeah, no pineapple, bro.
All right.
If we gonna keep it Coogene,
keep it Coogene, man.
let's keep it Coogene. No pineapples.
You feel me?
Bro.
All right, cool. Some people get on here talking
That
wild,
you
bro.
know, you get a Hawaiian. I've had it, but I don't order.
But you're not ordering it.
Nah,
It's
hell
cool,
no.
bro. It's cool. In-N-Out or Five Guys?
In-N-Out.
Beach or snow?
Beach.
Cheetos or Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
Cheetos.
The Wire or The Sopranos?
Fuck, I haven't seen the full of either.
Well, you got some homework to do, my friend. You got some heaters waiting
I'm gonna
for
say
you.
The Sopranos, man.
This guy's really batting 1,000 over here.
Yeah.
Pacino or De Niro?
Pacino, man. That's my alias.
Let's
Cos
go.
Pacino, man.
Let's
That's what
fucking
my
go.
fucking first album was called.
No shit?
Yeah.
Damn, man. I like it. Godfather 1, 2, or 3?
Damn, man. It's been a minute since I've seen any of them. I'm gonna go with 1.
1?
Yeah, I think
Safe
they
bet.
always get watered
Safe
down
bet.
after. Yeah.
Automatic or revolver?
Hey, man, an automatic, right? You got to
You-
move with the times,
You
man.
feel me? You have to smoke Disney carts or last year's outdoor for 1 month. What you got?
Disty carts or last year's what now?
Last year's outdoor.
Or like some bad wax?
Yeah, or the
Oil?
distillate carts. You know, the
Oh,
little
distillate carts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do the outdoor because that shit you probably smoking some shady butane and shit.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know?
You're lost in the woods. You get a pack of matches or a hatchet. What you going with, pal?
Lost in the woods, a pack of matches or a hatchet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's trippy.
I know. The next couple questions are gonna suck, bro.
Oh, the hatchet. The hatchet. Hey, give me the hatchet, man.
All right.
I'm gonna be scared of the motherfucker. Give me
Well,
that
this one's gonna get a little scarier. You're getting chased by either a bear or a shark. What you going with?
The bear. Bears are friendly if you know how to.
Okay. Now I'm about to switch it up on you.
Okay.
You're getting chased by a cocaine bear or a cocaine shark. Ooh,
Fuck, man.
I know, bro.
You're dead either way, bro.
Nice.
Just which way do you
What
want to
you-
die?
What you want? What do you want to do?
Give me the cocaine bear, man.
Cocaine
I
bear.
don't want to die in the water, man.
I know.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you drown and shit.
Just maul me to death, please. I don't want to drown.
Yeah. That makes a better story too.
Yeah.
Might be footage of it. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You're definitely not getting no footage in the ocean.
No.
It just be that fucking blood cloud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Face shot or body shot by Mike Tyson? What you going with, pal?
Shit, man, the body, man, because my face
Body.
is already
Break a
funny
rib.
enough. I don't even fucking with that.
Oh,
That's crazy.
shit. I know, it's terrible.
That's crazy.
Shot a 151 or a hot dab? Like a 900?
Oh man, so a panic attack or a stomach ache?
Yeah.
I'll take the shot. Man.
Shot, all right.
Yeah.
Gelato Runts Terps or OG Gas? What you going with?
Give me the gelato runch terps, man.
All right.
If we talking about right now,
Yeah, right
what
now,
I
bro.
smoke, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout to runch too, man.
Hell yeah. Tupac or Big?
Pac,
Wu-Tang or Death Row?
death row.
My man.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, before we get
All
up
of
out of here, my friend, all of them, right?
Wu-Tang so legendary.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Oh, who's your favorite Wu-Tang member? If you had to pick.
Raekwon, I think.
Ray? All right. Solid answer. Solid. I fucks with it. What's your favorite Wu-Tang album? Out of like the
First
single, the solo
Enter
joints.
the chain, 36
36
Chambers.
Chambers? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, out of the soul?
Yeah, and out of the solo ones too. I'm curious.
Maybe that purple tape.
Purple tapes. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Yo, you know there's a T-shirt with the purple tape on it. It's just one of those ads you see on Instagram, though. I want to buy it so bad, but I don't
Yeah.
want them to scan my fucking card, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Man, I should have had my man make one. You just, come on, man. We're gonna make a good pizza fucking purple tape fucking shirt. I'm gonna send one to Ray. Hell yeah. Well, yo, before we get up out of here, man, this is a legendary episode, brother. I want to share with people the power of networking. Like, how do we meet each other, and then who do you know that I should get on the show? So, how did we meet? I think it was rando. We just pretty much explained it. Yeah,
pretty much
fucking
rando.
Slice from Bensonhurst.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
the
saying?
good pizza thing
Good
kind
pizza.
of caught my attention too.
Okay, cool.
Because I was like, oh damn, dude's probably not from out here with the good pizza shit. It was, you know, had some super like East Coast vibes.
No doubt,
know?
no doubt. Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, the power of networking is serious, you know.
Yeah, it is. So it certainly is.
They're only as good as your Rolodex, man. You know?
That's right, man. And for you young boys that don't know what that is the contacts in your telephone.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. And I always tell people, man, the universe is our biggest asset, you know.
Yeah.
So the more good people you align with, the quicker those blessings are gonna come back.
That's
know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
But yeah, I'm trying
Who should I get on the show, bro?
You got White Ashes on here yet?
White Ash is still in the shadows. He's not ready. The invite's out there.
Yeah,
you already know,
yeah.
bro.
White Ashes, my boy God Holly, you hear me?
No, but I know of him.
You know
I
the
know
strain,
of him.
you hear me?
Yeah, no doubt.
That came out through Grand Florida.
I didn't know that was, that was, through Grand Florida. Yep.
Yeah, so my boy
He was
Hollywood, he actually...
Tell me a little about this fella. I see him around. I see him whipping
Hollywood,
the Phantom
man.
and shit.
I mean, he's been my boy.
See him at the
He's been my
events.
boy over 20 years.
Oh, no shit, man.
Yeah,
is he from Sac? Where's he from?
He's from Richmond.
Richmond. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he came to my crib with Quinn back in the days, and we were recording music in my crib Petaluma. I mean, I've known him forever, but
shit.
like
make the link, bro.
Burn brought him on tour on one of his tours, and then I bumped into him in NY, and we just kind of re-linked up, and he's been around on the scene with us ever since. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Just one of the greatest dudes, man. He's been in, you know, his dad's stepmom and his dad are like prominent on like a lot of the black sitcoms, or not sitcoms, but like series like on BET, like Being Mary Jane and The Game, Black Lightning. They worked on some big things.
Okay.
Me and him actually did the theme song for Black Lightning, which
No
was
shit.
all over the place. Yeah.
No shit.
So, but as far as the weed thing, he got involved because he came with the name Yahimi.
Yeah.
You know, he
Great
created
name.
that name, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, then they created the strain behind it. Now there's crosses, and
Nice.
he's got the brand, and he's pushing, and he's got a dope story too.
That's fire.
I'd love to see him get some shine.
Yeah, make the link, bro.
Yeah.
I'd love to have him on the show.
I'm trying to think who else. I'm sure a lot of shit will come to me now, you know, after
Of course.
I leave, I'll text you some
No doubt.
shit.
No doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
My man. Boy, yo, anything that you want to plug right now for you, anything that we can reach in our network and help you with, do so now, by all means,
absolutely,
bro.
man. August 16th, man. If tomorrow
man.
Never Comes,
Tomorrow
grab that
Never
album.
Comes. Yes,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? That's all I can ask right now.
Yes,
you know
bro.
what I mean? And keep up with Dubz and Lacaz, because we got a
Definitely,
lot
bro.
of cool shit coming. And
Definitely, bro.
yeah, please, man. Grab
August
that album.
16th?
Grab that album, stream it, buy it,
Bet.
steal it, whatever you got to do, man.
Man, we're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this early so we can promote.
Well, whatever, you know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely,
love, bro.
Definitely.
Thanks so much for having me.
Gino, thank you for coming, my brother.
You know
Good
it.
times, brother.
Anytime,
Good
bro.
times. You already know. Same here, man. Same here.
Yes, sir.
You already know, man. Hit my boy Cozmo, Dubz Garden.
Yes,
Cop
sir.
the album. Tomorrow Never Comes. You already know. It's certified serious.
Certified,
We'll see y'all
baby.
next time, baby. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.
Sir. Cugino.
Cugino. Grazie mille.